Hello and welcome, Reds, to the latest episode of Matchday Live. I'm your host, Jack McIndoe, and we're taking you through, yet again, another Liverpool watch-along commentary, whatever you want to call it, really. But yeah, Reds, hope you're looking forward to this game. I am. Hopefully Liverpool can very much get into the next round of the FA Cup anyway. Obviously at the minute, Aston Villa and Newcastle are currently on. Newcastle just scored anyway, and Villa are down to 10 men. Anyway, but Reds, as you can see on the video printer on the bottom, you can see Liverpool's starting 11. But for anyone that's not seen the team, we'll get straight into that. That's the most important thing anyway. Reds, if you are new to Anfield Index, hit that subscribe button down below. Do drop a like on the video as well. And give the stream a share. Really helps out anyway. Alisson Becker in goal, obviously. Dominic Szoboszlai, I've got him starting right back. Probably might be Curtis Jones. We'll find out in the first 10 seconds of the game or whenever the positioning on the halfway line anyway. But Alisson Becker, Dominic Szoboszlai, I've said, Virgil van Dijk, Canate as well, Kirkes, McAllister, Curtis Jones, Viet, Gakpo, Salah and Federico Chiesa as well for Liverpool this evening as well. So Reds, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And chat, I'm going to have to share the stream on X as well, because anyone's not been streaming on X, it's a bit of a weird thing that they're doing at the minute in terms of not sharing anyone's streams, not just for the Liverpool anyway. But Reds, let us know your thoughts on that start 11. We're not really surprised. I think anyone that did read or analyse Arne Slot's quote in the press conference in regards to how he gauges this competition as well. Hopefully it would be nice. Liverpool would win this competition. I think it's a magical competition, the oldest competition in world football in respect to a cup competition, that is, of course, and Liverpool have won it 8 times, so hopefully we can add to that record this season as well. Obviously Jurgen Klopp done well in terms of winning it, and obviously it's big, rich history within. If anyone, Greg or Greg's on our away anyway, and so Eddie, if you can share that stream on, if you are watching, mate, or anyone in the background, to give that stream a share on X as well, or whatnot anyway. But Reds, how are we? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on that team. Are you happy, disappointed, expected a bit more rotation from Arne Slot? Of course, there's a fair bit of time really till Liverpool's next game anyway. But I think in terms of this, analysing this season, Reds, I don't know how you feel, this is just mainly me, it would be nice. It would be nice to get in a habit of just with Liverpool winning an FA Cup or at least a League Cup every single season, in all honesty. I think they're given the squad depth. Obviously this season has been a lot of injuries, but on a good season, Liverpool, if we've got a fully fit squad, or there's not many injuries, then Liverpool are fully capable, surely, of at least finishing the year with at least, I think one of my favourite seasons, especially under the Klopp era as well, was that year we'd won the FA Cup. Obviously everyone was going, the quad chasing season, which it was. But at the end of it, obviously Liverpool resulting with the FA Cup and the League Cup as well. Disappointing, but it was a great season, and I think obviously the great parade. And everyone goes, you parade in the League Cup, but it was just a celebration that season of just how good Liverpool were. I think that was the first season. Obviously Luis Diaz, Liverpool signed him in January, and he gave us that boost. Sadly, couldn't quite get over the line in the Champions League or the Premier League as well, but we come close anyway. We certainly did so anyway. So Reds, let us know your thoughts on that. In terms of the Brighton side, I'll quickly get to their side as well. They're starting from the back. You've got Steele, you've got Veltman, you've got Van Hecke, Lewis Dunk, Çalhanoğlu as well. Kuduglu as well, the Turkish fullback anyway. Apologies on that pronunciation, completely butchered it. Pascal Gross, obviously is back from the Bundesliga, from Borussia Dortmund as well. I was very surprised all those years ago, was it 2 seasons back anyway, they sold him, or it might have been last year, but he's back in that Brighton midfield, and I think they have certainly missed him, especially with the departure of Moses Caicedo as well. So you got Belieber, Pascal Gross and Hinchelwood as well, and up front is who went absolutely berserk in the last round anyway for the Brighton, if you missed it. Gomez, I think he scored 4 goals in the third round of the FA Cup anyway. He had a great game anyway. But and then obviously you got Howell playing on the left wing as well, and Kostolokos as well leading the line. So a couple of young players for Brighton. But as you know, as we all know anyway, and it looks like obviously James Milner, well, obviously I think Jordan level with Gareth Barry anyway. Obviously everyone was making out, and rightly so. Obviously Gareth Barry, when he was playing at his pomp, James Milner's, I think it's like 12,000 minutes behind Gareth Barry in respect to obviously the appearance record anyway. But even still, just goes to show how much of a longevity Gareth Barry, and certainly James Milner, but the amount of mileage Gareth Barry did put in at the back end of his career, just ridiculous numbers. And obviously James Milner will beat it, but it's still to be a professional footballer for the amount of seasons that Gareth Barry, but mainly James Milner as well, just goes to show the professionalism from both of them anyway. But James Milner is on the bench for Brighton tonight. A bit surprised, wouldn't have minded seeing James Milner in the midfield for Brighton as well. So a couple of, obviously on the bench tonight for Liverpool: Gomez, you've got Ramsey, you've got Andy Robbo, you've got Ryan Gravenberch, Morrison, Trainioni, and Rio Ingemua and Hugo Ekitike on the bench. And for the visitors I just mentioned, you've got James Milner, you've got DiCapri, Basagli as well, Max Wiefer, obviously former player of Arne Slot as well in his Feyenoord team, Minter, Matoma, and then Danny Welbeck and Rutter. So certainly Brighton have heavily rotated. And Liverpool have gone more of the stronger anyway, which is very interesting. But yeah, both, especially Brighton's bench, if they need it in the second half, they can certainly spice things up in terms of lobbing a couple more of their senior lads anyway. So yeah, still Dunk as well as back in training. Yes, he is, but he's not technical training. He's just doing physio work. It's not technical. Yes, He's in the group anyway, but he's not playing with the footy at the main thing anyway. So yeah, he's a very long time still off anyway. He's still got to get his fitness up. Then he's got to do all the training. That's all about the more movement, twisting, like in terms of just putting a lot more strain on those legs really, and just building his physical and his mental fitness as well coming into the season. But the quicker we get him back, we don't want to rush him back anyway, but I think it will certainly strengthen Liverpool twofold. But yeah, Mark's just saying there, proves from his point of view, Slot doesn't like Rio. I think it's just a case, Mark. I don't know how much you're seeing of the pre-match build-up in terms of the presser, mate, but Arne Slot, very, very vocal in respect to how he wants to go strong. And Mark, at the end of the day, as we've seen over the last couple of weeks as well, his job and the pressure cooker is well and truly on Arne Slot this season. The pressure is mounting, and at the end of the day, he's not going to put out a weak side for then, or the great noise that come off the back of the Sunderland game. Because as I said, chat, whatever Arne Slot does, there will still be Liverpool fans and even rival fans, especially rival fans. Arne Slot can't win whatever he does at the minute anyway. So, but yeah, hopefully for me, chat and Mark, as I said, yes, he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't rate Rio, Mark. I think it's just a case that he's went with a strong start 11 tonight, mates. That we want to be getting into the next round of the FA Cup. It's an excellent opportunity for Liverpool to win a trophy this season. As I said at the top of the show, mates, the quality within this side should be at least picking up an FA Cup or a League Cup anyway. Gives the fans a Wembley trip come at the end of the season as well, gives us something to celebrate, and if we can end up with the FA Cup, I personally, of course, yes, we've won it 8 times, but personally I'd like to see us put a lot more in respect to a lot more numbers onto the FA Cup and be the most successful FA Cup team. Of course, Arsenal, who are absolute run a mile anyway in respect, obviously 14 times winners, Arsenal, Liverpool 8 times, United 13 times as well. So even Tottenham have won 8 FA Cup titles, Chelsea 8 FA Cup titles, and obviously City have only just turned up over the last 10 years anyway. Bit similar with Chelsea. I wondered how they won all those cups anyway. But yeah, Blackburn, 6-time winners of this competition. Newcastle, 6-time winners. And of course, Aston Villa, who are playing tonight. They're in the 72nd minute. They've got obviously a man down anyway. So Reds, obviously, whatever generation you grew up watching Liverpool, let us know what is your favourite FA Cup moments. As we said on the third round, win for Liverpool on the watch long this season. I always go back to that final against obviously West Ham, a historic final, classed as the Gerrard final. A magical, and just summarise Gerrard as a player and as an individual as well, just dragging that Liverpool side over the line. And of course, penalty shootout as well, very helpful in that respect as well. But yeah, and even if you go back to that great FA Cup final for Liverpool against Arsenal, if you're young enough anyway, or if you're old enough, you remember that great final with Liverpool in the 2001 FA Cup final. The 2 goals, early goals from Michael Owen in that game as well. So yeah, a great moment for Michael Owen, and obviously etched his name in Liverpool folklore. Sadly, he did move to a team down the motorway anyway. But yeah, he had a magical career at Liverpool in his younger days anyway. Michael Owen, what a player he was. But chat, let us know your favourite FA Cup moments anyway. As there'll be plenty, and especially if you grew up watching Liverpool in the 60s and 70s as well. Of course, there'll be a lot of moments. Obviously, Liverpool's first FA Cup win come in 1965. Obviously, that was Bill Shankly's. Obviously, Liverpool had won the league title 5 years prior to the FA Cup final in 19. Got my notes here. Liverpool record in the FA Cup. We're going well back here, Reds, anyway. Going all the way back, Liverpool's record in the FA Cup prior to the 1914 was a really poor one. So it would have been interesting, the post-match reactions back then anyway. But yeah, how the world's changed anyway. Obviously, previous best run in the competition prior to 1914 had been the semi-finals in 1899 and 1906 as well. Yeah, the fans back then, pretty sure they weren't shouting manager out anyway, but there was a lot of rotation then in terms of the players coming in and out anyway. So obviously by the time Bill Shankly took over, so the club had been crowned league champions 5 times prior to obviously the 1965 FA Cup final win, obviously in front of 100,000 at Wembley in 1965. Goals, obviously Roger Hunt and Billy Bremley struck for Liverpool. So not too bad players for really. So if you know your Liverpool history, I know you certainly Sir Roger Hunt anyway. What players they were back in the day against Leeds United. Obviously it was 0-0 as it went into the extra time, and then obviously goalless after the 90th minute, and then the rest is history as they before Roger Hunt and Billy Bremner struck, but obviously Ian St John converted Ian Callahan's cross in the 111th minute, though, in a 2-1 victory as well. So yeah, not too bad, Reds. So Liverpool 1965. I was looking at this as well, though, Reds. Let us know. Obviously Liverpool's first FA Cup win, with a 2-1 win against Leeds. But you're looking at that 1965 one FA Cup win in that 10-year span from 1959 to 1969 as well. And then you go into the 10 years after that. Obviously, Liverpool's second FA Cup win was 1974. There was only one FA Cup win in that 10-year period from 1970 to 1980. And then obviously 2 FA Cup wins between 1981 to 1991 for Liverpool. One come in 1986 and of course 1989 as well for the Reds. And we mentioned the 2001 win, a great year for Gerard Houllier in Liverpool, as obviously doing the treble that year as well. Obviously 1992 win. So, yeah, we had 2 wins in that 10-year period. So, yeah, and then the year after, the Gerrard final, as we mentioned, in 2006. Anyway, remember that fondly. And then, obviously, the 10 years after that, Liverpool winning in 2022 as well. So, me personally, I'd like to see a lot more FA Cup wins. I want to be greasy. The calibre of player on the roster, really, for Liverpool, especially over the last 10-year period, for what we've warranted in terms of quality. Of course, you want to be seeing Liverpool win the league, but for me, if there's difficult seasons like this year in respect to Liverpool underperforming on the pitch in terms of the league, I personally, I'd like to see Liverpool win a couple more FA Cups. I want to be greedy. I think we all do anyway, but certainly when you look back on the records as well in terms of the great players that have represented Liverpool down the years anyway, and yeah, personally, I want to see them holding a lot more FA Cups anyway. So plenty to get stuck into as well, Reds. A couple of interesting facts as well. But yeah, got plenty to get stuck into in the next 35 minutes anyway. Got some interesting facts anyway. As Gary said, with regards to Liverpool and Brighton as well, Gerrard's Millennium Stadium, phenomenal game of football that was anyway. He doesn't play it. It's obvious to rate him. JD, yes, a couple of interesting comments. Chat, are you a bit surprised that Rio's not starting? Judging from the comments tonight, Reds, I think a lot of you did hope that Rio and Gamero was starting tonight, but it isn't the case. But I'm sure if he comes on in the second half or whatnot, he certainly will get minutes. Slot does rate him, but I think he's managing them correctly. But you'd look to, historically, especially over the last 10-year period, Liverpool, especially under Jurgen Klopp, did like to play a lot of the younger sides in these competitions. Hence why, obviously, Jurgen Klopp only won one FA Cup anyway his time at Liverpool, which is, when you look at the calibre of players that he did have, but I suppose we did run Manchester City extremely close in a lot of those Premier League title run-ins, of course. But, yeah, I think we all want to be seeing Liverpool win the FA Cup a lot more consistently anyway. I remember the 92 against Sunderland, Michael Thomas and Rushy. Great memories as well. Yeah, big up there, John. Yeah, 1992 FA Cup final against Sunderland. And Michael Thomas. And what players they were as well, mate. But John, obviously, different generations of supporting Reds, and especially for the younger Liverpool fans who play, like, obviously, Liverpool is expanding, especially in the States as well, or around the world every single year as well. So, yeah, it just provides another opportunity for Liverpool, the exposure around Europe and around world football as well. I think obviously the FA Cup certainly does get beamed around every corner of the world. I think even the Spanish sides, they love the FA Cup. A lot of Spanish footballing fans, of course, which is understandable given it the most oldest cup competition in world football in respect, obviously. Yeah, it's been going a very long time, so let's hope Liverpool can add to our 8 FA Cup titles this season, because it would be nice for the fans, all of us, to have something to very much look forward to come at the end of the season anyway. Historically, it's always been the last game of the season, but the fixture congestion with a lot of the FA Cup and the League Cups as well, it's slowly creeping in a bit more earlier come at the end of the season, but historically, it's always been the last game of the calendar of English football as well, and it should continue to be that anyway, because the memories, pretty sure with your family or whoever you used to watch, or if you went to ground as well, it's just it's a magical trophy, and hopefully Liverpool can add to that, and we continue to go on in this competition for Liverpool this season as well. So yeah, big up there, this though. The best FA Cup I've seen is Klopp's kids against the million. The multi-billion. But obviously that was obviously the League Cup, wasn't it? At this though, that was just a madness game, that one. Klopp even put on, as he said there, at this though, obviously Bobby Clark and obviously Jayden Danns as well. The one, chat, I don't know how you feel. For me personally, Jayden Danns this season, I would have liked to have seen him a bit more regular, but obviously this season he's been marred with a lot of injuries anyway. I was going to say, the Carabao Cup, all good, still a cup competition anyway, bud, so you went wrong there, bud. Obviously Mark, the 86 FA Cup final as well, mate. But 1 second, chat, I'm just going to quickly head over to X and share it if I can. Just make sure it gets out there anyway. Yeah, apologies, it was a bit late here, chat, tonight. I was just sorting the graphics as well. I'd rather do it off stream than actually on stream anyway. And of course, X has logged me out. So, wait 1 second there, chat. But chat, let us know score predictions in the comment section below. Wait 1 second. I'll also just log into Twitter. Yeah. But chat, yeah, hopefully Liverpool can get the result tonight. And obviously Fabian Haslett, obviously after a bit of a weird season. We'll go on to obviously Brighton's stats anyway in terms of this year, but obviously did beat Manchester United in the previous rounds at Old Trafford. It was a big win for them. Always enjoyable watching Manchester United get knocked out of absolutely anything, even a five-a-side tournaments. But obviously Hazlett's team done really well on that night. Should have got a couple more goals. They had some big opportunities, especially on the counter-attack anyway, and it is Newcastle United 2-1 against Villa. So bear with 1 second there, chat. So, but yeah, that's... So, there we go. So I'm going to share the stream on X as well. Yeah, Mark, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? As I said before, Jayden Danns, I think, especially in this competition, I know everyone's been going on about, and rightly so, about Rio and Gamua. We'd all like to see him a bit more regular, but at the end of the day, the pressure is on, not just Arne Slot, but it's on, obviously, Liverpool this season. We should be at least winning any form of trophy. Of course, the Champions League's hoping that we get our hands on that, but it should be the FA Cup as well. If we don't win the Champions League, then we should be at least at a bare minimum winning the FA Cup anyway, and hence why I do think Arne Slot has gone very, very strong in respect to into the competition as well. So bear 1 second there, chat. But yeah, I need to ask Gags how he shared the stream. But yeah, it's just so everyone was... Watching it live. And... second there, chat. So yeah, get your score predictions in the comment section below as well, Reds. Fingers crossed Liverpool can do the business tonight. And yeah, it's going to be a very difficult game. Yes, we mentioned obviously with Brighton, a lot of changes anyway. But there's going to be very much a lot of change in the second half. There we go, just shared that anyway. Hopefully get a couple more people in on the Twitter accounts anyway. Is there a Brighton? Those are always a lose before players replace well. Yeah, big up there, Hero. Who's the danger for the Brighton this afternoon, mates? As I said, Fabian Haslett. A lot of rotation. A lot of the younger players, really. But for anyone just tuning in now, Liverpool starting 11. Obviously, Alisson Becker, Dominic Szoboszlai, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kerkez, Jones, McAllister, Salah, Viet, Chiesa, and Gakpo. And obviously for the visitors this afternoon, Steele, Veltman, Van Hecke, Lewis Dunk, Kodiologu, Pascal Gross, Belieber, Hinselwood, Gomez, Kostelokos, and Howell as well. So a couple of young players for Brighton, but it's historically Brighton have done really well in respect to the rotation that they've done in this competition. I think you look at sides, of course, it would give a lot of teams a lot of confidence. Obviously, Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup last year, knocking out Manchester City in the final of this competition. So, yeah, it's always nice to see, like, no respect to Crystal Palace, but one of the lesser teams, not historically stronger sides, not winning in any way. But I think for the beauty of the game, but ideally, Liverpool want to be progressing tonight. You want to be winning the competition, but I think certainly when you look at Palace's run to the final last year, how much it meant to their fans, first trophy in their football club's history as well. So it was a big moment, and especially you see the pictures at the end of the season, their fans celebrating. Yeah, it just, we have been spoiled as a football club in terms of the great trophies we've had, being able to celebrate come what the end of May. But yeah, for a team like Brighton, if they can win the FA Cup, adding to their trophies as well as their football club has down the years. So, yeah. But let's not make that start tonight anyway. Hopefully Liverpool can very much cement a bit more history in terms of Liverpool tonight. And, that's Newcastle 3-1 as well. So, yeah, it's a big goal for them. And they have got into the 5th round draw anyway. But yeah, Liverpool, we are 26 minutes away from kickoff as well, Reds. But Reds, get your score predictions in the comment section below. But yeah, as Mark said there, Jadon Sands is always injured. Mentioned there, in terms of their squad tonight, mate, if you've not seen much of Brighton, obviously Gomez in the last round, as I mentioned at the top of the show, he scored 4 goals in the previous rounds. Not the previous rounds. I'm thinking of the League Cup. Yeah, sorry, Chas, he didn't score against Manchester United. I think he got. He did get like 4 goals for Crystal Palace in the League Cup this season, which is a bit of a madness anyway. Actually, I'm gonna quickly get up what game he went absolutely mad in. Let's see. There we go. Hang on a second. Because it was the game against Barnsley. That was he got 4 goals against Barnsley. It was in the League Cup anyway. It was the League Cup. So we got 4 goals against Barnsley. He scored a hat-trick in the first half. So certainly one of the danger men. He likes to, especially if you didn't see those goals, he's a lad that likes to strike from range in and around the penalty area. Liverpool better not be giving him any time or space on the ball. I've only just switched it over there, chat as well. Adam Lallana on doing a bit of the punditry anyway. Always good to see Adam. Sadly, again, another player that just decimated with injuries come at the end of his career as well. And it's good to see him at Anfield. Obviously, Premier League winner, Adam Lallana. Obviously, if it wasn't for his injuries, obviously Jurgen Klopp. I think if you could pick a Jurgen Klopp type player in terms of moulding him round, it would be Adam Lallana. But sadly, he was just decimated with injuries at his time at Liverpool, and we didn't really properly see his true potential in a Liverpool shirt. He was tremendous for Southampton, wasn't he? Won't mention. Obviously, we brought Ricky Lambert and Adam Lallana from Southampton anyway. But yeah, Adam Lallana winning the Premier League, so it's good to see him in and around Anfield. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't got my headset on, but pretty sure you would have got rapturous applause from the home crowd anyway. 100% fully deserves that as well, Reds. We'll be 1 second there, chat. So in terms of, let's close that. But in respect to Liverpool tonight, Reds, got a couple of statistics that we'll read out anyway before the game. Some of these are quite, when you listen to them, a bit mad in all honesty, but some fantastic statistics nevertheless anyway. Obviously a couple of these statistics are from Gedray as well. Shout out, obviously, Liverpool's official statistician anyway. Some interesting facts on Liverpool's website. So in respect to tonight's game, this is Liverpool's 456th game in the FA Cup. They've won 244 and lost 115 of those games in the FA Cup. The Reds are unbeaten in the last 10 FA Cup matches at Anfield with 9 wins and a draw since the 3-2 defeat against West Bromwich Albion in 2018. And I did a little look back onto that today as well, Reds. That was a bit of a madness game, that one. Obviously, with under Jurgen Klopp, it had a lot of VAR controversy in that game, wasn't it? Obviously, back in 2017-18 season, VAR was in use. Obviously, if you are watching a game tonight or listening to the game on Matchday Live here, if you've been not aware, obviously, no VAR in the third round. In the fourth round, of the Cup anyway, this competition. So, which is a bit mad, but it's obviously the rule makers, obviously the FA Cup. The FA have said, obviously, get a bit more balance, really, for a lot of every single side in the competition. I think it will be getting introduced in the 5th round. I think I read that today anyway. So, but yeah, if you're wondering why there's no VAR, if Liverpool do score or concede a goal tonight that it looks miles offside, yeah, there's no VAR tonight. So, but yeah, on that game against West Brom, sadly to bring it up anyway, a madness game on the night. Obviously, Bobby Firmino obviously took the lead for Liverpool on that night in the 5th minute, and obviously James Rodriguez did get man of the match. Obviously, he got 2 quick-fire goals on the 7th minute and the 11th minute, and then Liverpool. And then a goal from an own goal from Joel Matip on the 45th plus 2 minutes added on, and then they were 3-1 up anyway in that game, West Brom, and sadly Liverpool did get a goal through Mohamed Salah on the 78th minute, but it wasn't enough to see Liverpool get back into the round, and that was on the 4th round of the FA Cup. So teams have met, obviously Liverpool and Brighton 22 times in all competitions, with Liverpool winning 14 and drawing 5 and losing 3. Of the last 6 meetings with Brighton, the Reds have won 4 and drew, and a defeat in the others as well. So and they have scored Liverpool at least twice in all 6 of those, netting 13 goals in total. So if you love a bit of statistics there, they've scored at least twice in all 6 of those. So hopefully Liverpool win by 2 goals, but history would say that Liverpool hopefully should score at least a brace this evening anyway. So the last time a fixture between Liverpool and Brighton ended goalless was back in 1961. So Reds, I've said it now, chat, haven't we? Well, big up there. Chat, keep on getting your comments in, your thoughts on the but that's a bit of a mad one there for you. One that you can put on a pub quiz or whatever, if you ever get it. Last time a fixture between Liverpool and Brighton ended goalless was back in 1961. Chat, I've said it now, and it better not be a draw tonight. And there's a load more anyway. Just a little bit on Brighton anyway. Brighton knocked Liverpool out of the FA Cup only on 3 occasions. The last team to eliminate them in successive seasons, you go back all the way to 1983, and then they done it the following season in 1984 season as well. So and the Seagulls have kept 2 clean sheets at Anfield in their last 22 visits, winning both times, and that was in the 1982 and the 2021 seasons as well. So I've got a lot more there, chat, but I don't want to bore you anyway. But there's so many more statistics anyway. But chat, let's hope Liverpool can do the business tonight anyway. So as Aristo said there, 3 losses, 2 draws. Last matches they were not in the great form. So Liverpool hopefully. Obviously, Aristo's gone with a 3-1 with like a load of goals tonight. I don't know how you feel. I think the more goals this team does get, the more confidence it will get. Growing from strength to strength. We know this season's been very stop and start, in all honesty. In terms of Premier League, obviously the Champions League has been Liverpool's safe place in respect to just winning games of football, in Europe, and then it's quite stark contrast going from Champions League football to then Premier League football. It's just been a bit of a mixed bag, really. But certainly Europe has been a good stomping ground for Liverpool, and obviously we'll find out our next 16 opponents in a week or so's time. Obviously, won't we? We'll get the draw after the 2 legs have happened anyway. But we better not get Atletico Madrid, who beat Barcelona. Was it last night or the night before? 4-0 in the first leg. I think it was the Copa del Rey or whatever the Spanish competition it was anyway. But what's with Barcelona getting beat 4-0? They love a 4-0 scoreline. We've never seen that one before. Where have we seen that one before? I don't know. Yes, it is, lads. But chat, let us know. Is that Callum, that was the 3-2 defeat to West Brom. Obviously, we remember the FA Cup game. Obviously, Bobby did score. So I know I've done a little bit of research today, Reds. I can slightly tell anyway. But it was a bit of a madness, that one, wasn't it, chat? Sadly to bring up that defeat in 2017-18 in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Let's hope we don't have a repeat of that scoreline anyway tonight. But sorry there, chat. Big up there. Big up there. I am surprised Alisson starts. Yes and no, mate. Would you like to see Mamadashvili start, mate? But I think with Alisson, I think we want to be winning this competition, and hence why we've obviously Arne Slot's strong starting 11 selection anyway this afternoon. He's wanting to win this competition. I thought Mamadashvili was starting tonight, as Mark said. Mark's concurring with you there, buds. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, in all honesty, but yeah, Arne's wanting to win the FA Cup, and I'm all for that, really, Reds. I'm all for that. I want us to win the league. Obviously, sadly, can't win the league this season, but Champions League still on offer. And of course, whilst we're in this competition, the FA Cup, let's give it a good hard run anyway. As well. Yeah, big up there, Lou, as well. Come on, Liverpool, or Positivity. Yeah, that's what I want to say as well. Yeah, big up there. Yeah, I was going to say, Callum, there's some mad. Yeah, it's certainly just certainly a troll account there anyway. But yeah, as I said, chat, we analysed Gakpo's game after the last game as well. But some of the stick, I know it's mad that we have to say this, but chat, yeah, it's just people that got far too much time. Like, you can analyse a player's performance, but like when it gets ridiculously personal, there's no need really for it at all. Chat, some of the stuff, and I don't know you, but yeah, disgusting really for the stick of seeing Gakpo. You can analyse Gakpo's performances, but when it gets too toxic, it's like, leave the lad alone, leave the fella alone, really. And I tell you, hopefully he scores tonight and puts in a very good performance, because he certainly does. He needs a good performance, Cody. Give him a bit more confidence, bit more rhythm as well. But yeah, we're all forward. Obviously, Rio and Gamu will possibly getting a start tonight, but it isn't the case. Arne's gone strong. And they're not really Liverpool fans, are they? Just people looking for attention, really. It's some of the stuff. It goes overboard, fully overboard. You can analyse a player's performance, but do it correctly anyway. But yeah, it's just mad. He's a Liverpool player at the end of the day, and he wants to win trophies with Liverpool. Puts absolutely everything on a performance, and I tell you, mainly if someone can score tonight, hopefully it is Cody Gakpo tonight, Ed, and he silences a lot of the noise. It's just some of it's rival fans, but some Liverpool fans as well. It's you can analyse them your way, but when it gets too toxic, it's horrible, really. But hopefully he scores tonight and just start. Hopefully Cody just does that tonight and just does that to the camera. Just tells everyone to shush, even me as well. Shush us all up and give him a lot more confidence as well. Callum's gone with 4-1 to the Reds. Viet, Kanate and Ekatike as well. Obviously Hugo Ekatike is starting off the bench as well, Reds. If you are tuning in for the first time tonight, we'll quickly go through the starting 11. Anyway, as well, Reds. So for Liverpool, as of course, we'll get straight into the starting 11. You probably see on the video printer on the bottom there. Alisson Becker, Dominic Szoboszlai. I've got Dom playing right back tonight. I do think it will be Jones in the number 6, but there will be a lot of pivoting between him and Curtis anyway. But Ali in goal. Szoboszlai, I've got him as right back. Kanate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Jones, McAllister in the 2-6 positions. Salah, Viet, Chiesa and Cody Gakpo as well. Probably anticipate Chiesa to start, Reds, if I'm being honest, up front. But a bit similar with Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai. There'll be a lot of rotation between, obviously, the 6 and the right back position as well. And Chiesa and Gakpo fully capable of playing both positions as well. So a lot more fluidity really, and it's just great to see. I think, like we said already on Matchday Live this season as well, that's the more Viet is getting. You just look at like last 9 games he's won 7 in the man of the matches or something mad. But we're not surprised, are we? Anyone that's got a bit of a football brain, in terms of, we knew the calibre of player that we were bringing into Liverpool, and yeah, he's just going from strength to strength, and hopefully Gakpo gets a bit of that Viet confidence as well. He certainly does need it, and even Milos Kerkez, I think chat, I don't know how you feel. I think when I've watched Milos, especially over the last couple of weeks, I think is when he has started or when he's come off the bench even, he's growing. He is growing into that Liverpool shirt week by week. And I think everyone just forgets how young Milos still is. I think when we signed Andy Robbo from Hull, didn't we, chat? How old was Robbo? I think he was 24, 25. Apologies, I'm completely wrong there anyway. But yeah, Milos has come a couple more years younger than Andy Robbo did in those Hull years. And obviously Robbo, even if Kirkes becomes even half the player Andy Robbo was in his prime at Liverpool, he won't be too bad of a signing anyway. But yeah, he's got big shoes to fill, Milos. But he's in the right environment. He's got the right players around him. He's got Robbo at the football club as well, and he's learning off him every single week. Certainly in training, in his first interview done with Liverpool, Milos spoke quite glowingly and rightly so about Andy Robbo. And yeah, just if Robbo is to depart come at the end of the season, you can bet every single dollar that you've got, or pound or shilling or whatever. Milos is very much spending every hour with Robbo. He's learning, he's asking him a load of questions as well. So yeah, he's going to be in for that anyway. Ekitike, yeah, as Ivan said there, it's a great comment, but 100% it's a nail on the head. Ekitike definitely needs a rest. I'd argue Virgil does too. Canate missed games recently. Yeah, obviously we're thinking of Ibu, and obviously what a performance he put in, Ibu. Obviously this season's been a difficult season for Ibu, but as we said, Reds, it just goes to show, like, the footballers, they are human. They're not putting in bad performances intentionally. It's that's what the world of social media sadly does. Like, it's obviously, we put these footballers up to such great heights as well. We adore them, but at the end of the day, they are human as well. And yeah, it's been a very difficult season, but you never know. Obviously, it's been a very difficult last couple of weeks, last couple of months, but obviously the news of Ibu's dad, it could have stretched a bit more longer into this season as well. So Ibu, we're with you, lads, and yeah, you never walk alone, mate. And hopefully, for me personally, I think for all of us Reds, hopefully he signs a new deal at Liverpool. And as we said over the last couple of weeks on Matchday Lives as well, a lot of you have mentioned that he's got the captain abilities, and I think I'd certainly agree at Liverpool. Post the Virgil van Dijk and salary era as well. If he is to sign, then it will be obviously Dom and obviously Dominic Szoboszlai and Ibu Canate will certainly be great candidates to be potential future captains of Liverpool anyway. But yeah, it's been you never walk alone, Ibu, and we're always with you. But as always, Reds, that's why I don't try and even on the match reactions as well, try my best not to go too overboard and just try and analyse it critically. I can always improve, as I say, chat. There's always ways. I can certainly improve on my post-match analysis as well, but yeah, just remember, Reds, they are human. A lot of these, well, every football player, but when they don the shirt to Liverpool, they're trying the very best, and it has been a very difficult season for everyone involved in terms of, obviously, in terms of the Premier League. Obviously, the players certainly, most importantly, above even the fans, they want to be competing for the league title. But we can end up with a trophy. Hopefully, it's the Champions League and an FA Cup double this season. But that's what the lads, every single week they go into training, they'll be aiming to do so. Hopefully they can do that this season, but it starts from week to week, and hopefully the confidence does build till now, and certainly the end of May, and hopefully we get a bit of the Manchester City look in terms of the FA Cup and the League Cup wins anyway, because it feels like every single cup game that Manchester City draw. I'm surprised Manchester City didn't get drawn up against Newport County in the Champions League, because they usually they just tend to, in the FA Cup and the League Cup, always get very favourable draws. But well, yeah, I am complaining. I was going to say I'm not complaining, but I am. Would be nice, because even you look, obviously Brighton. If you're a Brighton fan, you're fuming. You've just knocked out Manchester United, and then you've gone away to Old Trafford, and then you're going away to Liverpool in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Yeah, so yeah, Brighton fans will be absolutely fuming. So yeah, just Oh yeah, let us know your thoughts. Big up there, Scotty, as well. How are we, chat? Just everyone, afternoons. Big up there, that's as well. But yeah, Ivan, quickly going back to your comments here, it'll be interesting, mate, in terms of if we do see a bit more rotation. Obviously, with the Champions League games on the horizon, Ivan, and Reds, obviously there's a bit of time, and that's why it's so imperative that Liverpool did get our top 8 finish. Obviously, we can watch at home, hopefully a couple of the big teams get knocked out of the round before the last 16, isn't it? And it's a bit mad, the Champions League, but yeah, that was the main thing. If we can just rest a couple of players, and hopefully in a couple of weeks in time anyway. But it's all everyone to the pump, really, in respect to Liverpool. We need everyone around the world, even in the ground. The travelling, amazing support from the travelling cop every single week going to the Sunderland game. That was and judging from a lot of the Sunderland supporters that were in the ground on that night, they were very impressed. So yeah, the travelling cop doing what they do very best as well when you go away from home, away from Anfield, and even in Europe, or especially in the Premier League as well, singing as very loud as they did. A lot of Sunderland fans that were in the ground that night said they were the best travelling supporters that they've seen at the stadium like this season. So it will continue as always, because Liverpool's away travelling fans, even the fans that come from abroad over to obviously Anfield as well. I think if Liverpool can get Anfield bouncing this season, I think it will play it as it always has done in Liverpool's history. But I think if we can get Anfield absolutely bouncing more regular this season, I think it will certainly make winning games of football that bit more easier anyway. But of course, it's getting that right balance, of course, with Liverpool not having the greatest of form this season in certain games. Obviously, the crowd needs something to bounce off, really, and hopefully we are going into a bit more of a better period in respect to when we're watching and analysing Liverpool. We are seeing the form pick up from now anyway, off the back of the Sunderland game, because first team to beat Sunderland in the Premier League at the Stadium of Light. That's some good going. Yes, it was 1-0. Would have liked a bit more goals, but at the end of the day, the 3 points were the most important, and of course the defensive performance. But hopefully we get a load of goals tonight, and gives the attacking lads, as I mentioned with Cody Gakpo, hopefully he's got a great history for Liverpool in respect to getting like League Cup goals and FA Cup goals. He loves a goal, especially last season. Felt like he scored in every single round of the cup competitions for Liverpool last year. So it was a good competition for Cody. So hopefully he continues that coming into this year's FA Cup games anyway. So yeah, let us know your score predictions. As I said, chat, I'm gonna go 3-1 I'm gonna go 4-1 to Liverpool tonight, chat. It's not gonna be an easy game, as we know, against Brighton. They're always a formidable opponent against our Liverpool side over the years as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. And you've got a centre half that I wouldn't mind Liverpool having it's not just going to be Liverpool that would have a little look at Van Hecker. A lot of teams in Europe, and especially Manchester City, probably, if he become available, and especially even Arsenal, because Arsenal love centre halves, don't they? But yeah, if he's available, chat, in the future, won't mind Liverpool putting a little cheeky bid in, because he's certainly got the attributes and the qualities, as we've seen already. And there's a certain defensive midfielder playing in blue tonight that a lot of Liverpool fans would certainly love as well, at the heart of our midfield. Carlos Baleba as well, so he's not too bad. But yeah, that's the players are coming out of the tunnel now at half time. Well, going to be kicking off anyway. But and I don't know how you feel, Reds. The FA Cup as well, when I was a younger Red. Obviously, when I was very fortunate to have a couple of opportunities to go the ground. The FA Cup and the League Cup games were always, I think, for a lot of supporters, doesn't matter what age you are as well, it presents a big opportunity for you to watch Liverpool. Of course, if you don't have a season ticket, obviously the FA Cup. So it's always, I always look to these games. If Liverpool can put on great performances, it might be the first time people have actually come to Anfield tonight, or first time watching around the world, watching Liverpool games. So I mean, it's always important to put on a great performance, and hopefully we have a very memorable FA Cup victory tonight. But we certainly need to put absolutely everything on the line tonight in terms of a good performance, because we know down the years as Brighton do put some very good performances against Liverpool. Big up there, Zaz, saying 3-0. Free kick, Salah and Bates, hopefully, mate. Yeah, another Dominic Szoboszlai. As we said, against Manchester City. Sadly, it wasn't the winner. It was just a goal. And obviously City went on to win that game anyway. But yeah, we on that night, yes, it was disappointing to the way in which Liverpool did get beat on that night against City last week, the week before last. But yeah, chat, we got beat by the champions. City will win the league title this season. Yeah, they can easily overcome Arsenal. Yeah, so City will be winning the league title this season, sadly. So big up there, chat as well. Panov, how are we, buds? How are we, la? Hope you're well, mate. Big up there, Scotty. Good to see a couple of new people in the comments as well. Yeah, everyone's great comment there. Aristo, everyone's human, but yeah, he's the Egyptian king. Aristo, and he's so good. It's gonna be a sad day when Mo's not donning the red of Liverpool no more. But as we said, chat, there's been many of the great legendary figures that have represented this football club. The great privilege of us as fans. There's always someone along the way in the future. There's always someone that comes in and eventually has to take over the reins down that right-hand side. If you're old enough, you grew up watching Stevie Highway down the wing, didn't you? And then many of the years of John Barnes. And for me, watching Mane and Salah as well. But Reds, we are underway yet. Come on, Liverpool! Liverpool shooting from right to left, attacking the Annie Roads end in the first half. Come on, the Reds. Mark's gone 3-2. But yeah, Danny not happy. Not starting. Rio Wengamura as well. Mark's gone 3-2. Big up there, Lou's gone 2-1. One's a 3-1 win. But yeah, big up there, Mark. Any win tonight. But I think if Liverpool can get a couple of goals tonight, Reds, just give us a load of confidence. And Brighton are in here for the first opening minute of the game. Liverpool, believe it. He just does that so well, though, Dan Chat, doesn't he? I think anyone that's watched a bit of Brighton or anyone that's analysed Balaba's game is a tremendous footballer. Liverpool to come away from tonight's game into the next round of the FA Cup, then we certainly need to get in and around Balaba. But certainly Brighton in the opening minute or so of this game, firmly in Liverpool's territory in our half, putting plenty of players ahead of the ball. So yeah, we do, Mark, but I think hopefully come the next couple of weeks as well, mate, we will certainly, I'm confident we will see a lot more better performances by Liverpool. Hopefully. But it's just all about confidence, mate, today. And chat. Canonoglu. Obviously, he's so good, chat, the Turkish full-back. He can play left-back and he can play right-back as well. He's very versatile. Ball over the top there, and Van Hecker has read that really well. He had to, because it was nearly a superb ball over the top of Brighton's line there, back line. Tell you what, Van Hecker, I think he is a tall lad himself, and he's about 6'3", 6'4", the big Dutchman. But he read that really well. But that was nearly a sublime ball behind Brighton's back line in the open stages of this game. Sorry, bud. Obviously, if you are watching the UK, it is on TNT. Yeah, bring commentary tonight, mate. For anyone watching or listening to the game. But yeah. Guessing you're a Brighton fan, mate. Yeah, there you go. He's gone 4-0 Brighton. There we go, mate. But yeah, it's been a very lively start so far for both teams. Brighton fully piling plenty of men forward. But as I said at the top of the show, chat, I think Pascal Gross coming back to Brighton's going to be very pivotal, really. I think it's a foul by Chiesa on the Brighton fullback. It's going to be a free kick for Brighton down this right-hand side, just 5 yards behind the halfway line. But yeah, Pascal Gross, chat. Yeah, very underwhelming move to the Bundesliga anyway, chat. Very underwhelming. But good to see him in the blue of Brighton again, because he done really well. Really contributed. That's great play by Brighton down the right. Pascal Gross, Belieber down this right-hand channel. There's an underlapping run by, I think it was Hinchelwood. But yeah, chat, have a little look at Conor Uglu. It's always a night. I always dread watching games of Brighton, chat, because they got some very difficult names to pronounce anyway. But they certainly got a lot of talented footballers anyway. Big up there, Trev. How are we, mate? As I said, chat, after the full-time whistle, you have the post-match raw here in Anfield Index. Obviously, we'll be getting recorded on the sound studios on the... Anyway, Dave and Trev and the lads will be taking you through the post-match thoughts on that. And, of course, the full-time whistle. Late Night Live, I'll be joined by Lola again, as it was after the Sunderland game anyway. So we'll be taking you through all the big moments and analysis on the game. And hopefully we are talking about a big win for Liverpool tonight. And looking forward to that next round of the year, the 5th round draw, which will be getting done, I think, Monday, chat. Usually, as always, is the Monday, innit? Yeah. There we go. Love to hear it, Steph. Enjoy, mate. Lovely pint of Guinness. Won't mind a little Guinness. But yeah. The Guinness in England's not quite like the Irish Guinness, is it? That's all. I've never been anyway, but that's what everyone says. But yeah, there we go. Enjoy, Trev. Or anyone else tonight. Enjoy it, chat. But yeah, big up there, Wiggs. How are we, mate? Hope you're well, bud. Let's see there. He's busy. He's busy, Stefan. Just busy. Stand players. Positive more marking. Instance of players or loss. Give them room to move. Yeah, potentially, Mark. But I'm made up, chat, if I'm being honest. I know a lot of people coming into the stream mentioned obviously Rio would have been nice to have seen him start, but at the end of the day, I think the main frustrating thing, I don't know how you feel, chat, is as we know, the inconsistent nature of this Liverpool side this season. But the only way you can start to sow a bit of consistency into Liverpool's side is very much starting a consistent starting 11 as well. Of course, Fede has come into the starting 11, obviously leading the line for Liverpool tonight. But yeah, chat, it is. Looks like Dom's playing the 6 tonight, Reds, and Curtis is playing right back. Obviously, Fabian Haslett, one of the youngest ever managers in the Premier League when he took over at Brighton. Obviously, only retired from football not too long ago anyway. Oh, got away with that alley there. Kirkes, little give and go there. Thankfully for Liverpool, that's a foul on Cody. Referee's awarded that free kick. Yeah. Yeah, out midfielders. Back. But yeah, that's what they do really well, chat. Brighton, especially with Carlos Baleba. Of course, everyone speaks about his defensive abilities, of course, rightly so, about Baleba. But I think when I've seen Baleba and when I analyse him, I think his ability to play under pressure as well is one of the key points. I do feel that's never a foul. There's a foul on Brighton down the right hand side. Is he booking Chiesa already? We're only 8 minutes in. Come on, cameraman. Let me see if Chiesa's actually getting given a yellow, please. Yeah, it's not much in that. Not much in that, man. Not much. Howell there. So Pascal Gross over this free kick. Brighton's number 30. 35 yards from goal. Very wide right of Liverpool's penalty area. Ball in by Gross. Cleared by Eboot. Fell to the far stick to Gomez. Conor Oglu. Shot on target there. Ali with a quick distribution there. Straight down the middle. Lovely touch by Salah on the counter-attack now. Convert to get his head up. He's played the ball down the left-hand side to Salah. Can Liverpool shift this ball forward? They have done. Oh, Pascal Gross. It's nearly a great interception there, but great work by Alisson Becker on a counter-attack there for Liverpool to get Salah forward. It's a lovely touch by the Egyptian just to settle that and play it back. But Liverpool, that's certainly got the crowd back on song now. Dominic Szoboszlai, ball to Wirtz. He's picked up a position down the right-hand side here now. Salah to Jones. There's about 6 Liverpool players inside the penalty area now. If they can get the ball in, not the grace of the crosses. Come on, lads. One of you whip a ball in quality. Salah, he's burst past into the penalty area. Past Gomez. Oh, Lewis Junk putting his big size 20s on that ball there. He's a big lad, Lewis Junk, but he shifted across the penalty area really well there just to stop Salah from crossing that ball in, because they were all queuing up at the far stick in red. But really positive to see Liverpool getting many players inside the Brighton penalty area. You've just got to be careful. If we get counter-attacked, Liverpool need to get back into position and get the lads back. But really positive to see. That's it, Code. You release it quick here, lads. Milos Kerkez. It's interesting though, chat. Brighton playing very, very narrow. Obviously, looks like Howell's playing the Brighton youngster. Looks like he's playing right midfield. I thought he would have been... Well, the starting 11 that I'm looking at, and looked like he had him on the left-hand side, but he shifted over to the right-hand side for Brighton. Curtis Jones now. As we said, chat, coming into this game, there would be a lot of rotation, as there has been already this season when it has been Dom and Curtis. Lovely ball to find Kerkez inside the penalty box. Shoot, Kerkez! What? I tell you what, he's onside there. He's offside there, Eds. That's got to be tight, that. Van Hekke. Chat. Obviously, there's no VAR anyway, but that's really harsh. Milos Kerkez sent Van Hekke. Yeah, he sent half of the Brighton. He sent them the shop, really, in a bit. But sadly, it was offside. But it was a lovely pick out by Liverpool to find Kerkez in that advanced attacking position. I'll tell you what, as we were saying, Kerkez playing over the last couple of weeks with a lot more confidence and a lot more belief. But certainly his performances have gathered momentum in red. But yeah, it was really positive to see him that high up, that high and wide, breaking the opposition forward line. But it's all about that service, and well done, Virgil, winning that. Go on, Cody. What? It's a foul by Cody on that. They're going forward here. Brighton, clear by Curtis Jones. Done well there. Oh. Liverpool down the right hand side there, chat, sorry. Florian Wirtz. That sure got to be a free kick. Well done, Wirtz. It's so good, man, in terms of how he shifts direction, the German. Yeah, he's drawn a free kick. I'd say a bit of a nasty tackle there by Lewis Dunk. Stamping on a Florian Wirtz. No need really for that, but it's probably at the minute the only way you do stop Florian Wirtz, the way the form he's in at the minute. But it's going to be a free kick. Quite close to the byline anyway for Liverpool at the Annie Road end. But Salah, it favours the left boot of Mo. Virgil's at the far stick. Bit of a mismatch in terms of height there. Baleba on Virgil. Ball in. Just over there, chat. Salah's went for that. Unlucky there, Mo. I can understand why. Like, it was an interesting angle, to say the least, anyway. But he's just tried to put that into the top left corner there, Mo. Could have done with a bit more accuracy and a lot less power there. Yeah, started, but obviously 15 minutes into the game. You can see from the little ticker there. Baleba under a fair bit of pressure there. He's done well there, Dom. But typical. Steele's not done well there in terms of just playing that out to Baleba. He's under immense pressure. Who else other than Dominic Szoboszlai is literally breathing down the neck of Carlos Baleba there? Dom's on an absolute mission this season, isn't he? And I think he had a statistic as well for Dominic Szoboszlai on my notes he had to do. So in terms of Dominic Szoboszlai, he's currently on his highest total of goals for Liverpool this season with 9. The best tally of his career is 12, and that was back in 2019-20 season for Red Bull Salzburg. So yeah, obviously 12 is best tally in his career. Currently Dom, but he's obviously he's on the highest total of goals for Liverpool this season. Obviously, he's done so well for Liverpool, hasn't he, this season, Reds? As we all know, if the season was to end today, I think Dom would be dominating every single Liverpool poll of being our player this season. There's a free kick in the build-up there for Van Hecker. Let's have a little look at this. Salah. Salah shoving Veltman there. Salah. Veltman's at it. Ball in by Liverpool. Cleared by Van Hecker. He's let it bounce there, Brighton. Gomez with Salah. It's at the mid-corner. And it is. Come on, Liverpool's going to be a left-footer in-swinger for Mohamed Salah. We're seeing Liverpool at the Annie Road end. Come on, Mo. Ball in low. Low driven cross. Not the greatest of crosses here. There's a counter-attack here for Brighton, possibly. No, couldn't quite get that. Ball through to Coronoglu. Curtis Jones put out that fire very quickly. Come on, Liverpool. It's got to be concentrating. Salah inside the penalty box here now. Oh, just getting doubled up there, Mo. Very good defender by Brighton. Kirker's seen the ball all the way to Alisson Becker. Liverpool just on the halfway line. Ibu Kanate playing right midfield there on that occasion. Should have got a foul. Well done, Mo. He's drew in a foul there. But Gomez defending, doubling up. That's just absolutely volleyed Salah there. There's one way of stopping him. Cody Gakpo through there, just putting a bit too much on that for Kirkes, but Milos has done well to get a corner out of that. But Cody, it's going to be Cody with his first corner of the game for him personally. So he's been in swinger, favoured the right footer. Ball in, it's comfortable for Steele. A bit too close to him. Virgil. Brighton at the minute, they're trying to press a bit more high up the pitch. Liverpool at the minute, we can try and capitalise on the overload from Brighton here. We'll get him behind here on the counter-attack, and that's certainly what's happened here. Dominic Szoboszlai, he's got Chiesa ahead of him. He's went with Gakpo on the left-hand side, inside the penalty box. Cody, is that a shot? He's won the ball there, Cody. Well done, McAllister. Chiesa, right hand side the penalty area. He's done well there. Fede, unlucky. Just the last split second there. Just ran out of pitch to run into. I tell you, as I was saying, just Brighton. Hopefully in the next counter attack, Liverpool, when we just analysing, watching that Brighton overload, just really punish Brighton on the counter attack as we nearly did on that occasion. But Liverpool, so quite promising attack there by Liverpool. The last thing we want tonight, Reds, is going into extra time. I think even for Brighton or Liverpool, we don't really ideally want this game to go into extra time. More minutes in the tank. It's not. It's a soft foul, that referee. Kirker's deemed to have fouled Belieber. Ball in. Over the top. Clears. That's going to be a foul on Chiesa. It is. Liverpool got a free kick inside our own penalty area. Oh, no, it was foul on Florian Wirtz. Tell you what, he's took a couple of kickings tonight, Flo. That just goes to show how much of a impact he's had already on the game. Just all over the top for Brighton. Deal with that, Virgil. He has done. Second ball. Can we win that one? That's a foul by Cody Gakpo. It's very harsh, that. Even being honest. Ball's there to be won, and I think we won the second bounce, but Pascal Gross looking at Van Hecken. He's like, are you going to go forwards or are you going to take this free kick? Centre half's going to take it. Pascal Gross has gone a bit more further forward. It's a diagonal switch. Oh, it's an awful touch by Conor Oglu. But obviously, in terms of Brighton so far this season as well, Reds, in respect to the Premier League, you look and you analyse like the goals scored for Brighton again. Second air chance. Brighton on the edge of the box. Great defending by Maka. Done so well. McAllister getting his head up there. Chiesa. Oh, he's nearly pulled off a worldie. Gakpo still got it though. Attacking the penalty area down the left hand side. Ball shifted to the centre of the pitch. Edge of the penalty area, sorry. Well done, Ibu. And looks like, is it Chiesa down? Yeah, he took a big whack there to the ankle or the shin. Fede Chiesa. But I tell you what, that would have been one of the balls of the season from Fede Chiesa if he pulled it off anyway. But it's not looking great for Fede. Of course, Italy still needing to play their qualifiers. The final qualifying game. Couple of games anyway for the World Cup. They haven't been guaranteed a spot in the next World Cup as of yet. They put on the right hand side. Chiesa's back up on his feet now. It's a bit of a positive. Gakpo down the left hand side. It's found Kirkers. And tell you what, chat, it's been 28 minutes. Should there be a foul on the build-up? Or referee said play on. Play the advantage. Liverpool have got it. Curtis Jones on the edge of the box. Shot on target. Oh, just wide. The top left corner. And Jones is complaining that the keeper got a touch on that. That steal. Let's have a little look on this second replay. Jones swiveled on his left boot. Sorry, chat. Yeah, it wasn't the goalkeeper who took a deflection off. It was Hinchelwood. It come off his right boot. That was agonisingly wide. Oh, he's done well there, Kesa. But as we approach the chat, half an hour into this game, still 0-0. But at the minute, as it stands, Brighton not had that many big clear-cut opportunities. So defensively, Liverpool have dealt well with Brighton, but in the grand scheme of things, really, not the greatest half an hour so far for the Reds. 0 shots on target in the opening half an hour. Brighton have had 1 shot from range. That was obviously through the Turkish fullback. But dominating possession so far. The visitors with 55% possession. That's another shot from range for Brighton. But Lewis Dunk having a shot from range there anyway. Brighton down the right hand side. But yeah, at the minute, chat. Half an hour into the game, just the fluidity of Liverpool's forward line hasn't been quite there at the minute. Just been a bit of a mess either for both teams really tonight. Yeah, sorry, chat. You're looking at obviously Brighton in terms of their output in respect to goals in the Premier League. Well read there by Kirkers. All the way back to Alisson Becker. But yeah, for the second season on the bounce, Danny Welbeck is their top goal scorer with 8 goals in the Premier League. Obviously had a very good season last year. The former Manchester United and Arsenal forward. Obviously, this is going to be his final year of his contract anyway. But he is on the bench for Brighton, so they've got that quality to come off the bench if needs be. But in terms of Van Hekken as well, he's got 3 goals, 2 assists in the Premier League. He's joint second highest goal/assist contributor. Obviously, Van Hekken with 3 goals, 2 assists. Yasin Ayari, obviously the Swedish midfielder in the Premier League, he's got a similar, very bang-on record, 3 goals, 2 assists as well. So, Brighton, surprisingly, sorry there, chat, I was just looking at Van Hekken on the replay there, outside the boot. Bit awful, not very rare. It just goes to show the confidence of Van Hekken using his outside the boot. And he was. I think he was given a yellow card as well. Oh no, it was Gomez, sorry. Yeah, Gomez given a yellow card. Diego Gomez. So yeah, chat, you look at the Brighton team, not a big high scorers in the Premier League, in all honesty. It says a lot when Danny Welbeck, no respect to Danny Welbeck, better not score later anyway if he comes on. But he's their top goal scorer. And I think, obviously, Brighton are a very well-run football club in terms of the buying and selling of players, but Brighton just screaming out for a goal-getter, really. A couple of goal-getters. Obviously, Evan Ferguson is on loan at Roma. And that's a foul. Well done, Cody. Drawing in a foul there. Is that going to be a yellow card as well? Sure, that's got to be a yellow card. Just stopping him from getting inside the penalty box. That's what we want to be seeing from Cody Gakpo. Driving with real intent. And drawing in fouls. Yeah, as Mark's saying there. The minute. No cohesion at the minute, mate. It's a bit of everything, really, in all honesty, mate. Obviously, we're not playing with the out-and-out number 9 in terms of Hugo, but I think when you add any forward, for that matter, mate, into similar with the lads at the back, but you can tell that Chiesa's not used to playing regular in the first team with Salah, and so it's about getting that technical understanding, really, mister. I'd say. Tom, get in! Cody Gakpo, he's got the goal tonight, 1-0 to Liverpool. Is it a... Whoa! Oh, come on, Lino. Now you bring your flag up. What an absolute joke that is. Let's have a little look at this. But what a ball that is. Oh yeah, he's about 20 yards off. But doesn't matter. Cody got it in the back of the net. But sadly, Reds, it is going to be getting disallowed. It's the correct decision by the Lino. But I don't get why the Lino took half an hour. Oh yeah, just a very, very, very late flag there anyway. Still no Reds. Sorry. But it was a shot come cross by Dom. Anyway. Anything he touches with that right boot this season, Dom turns to gold. That'd be a goal or an assist. Chat, that goal, sadly, disallowed for Liverpool. And that would have been, if that stood, that would have been Liverpool's first shot on target. 36 minutes in. But it wasn't to be. Ball over the top of here, Salah. Salah's inside the penalty box. Can he get his head up? It's a shot on target. But he could have done with a bit more help there. Mo, he just had to go all alone there. I'll tell you what, if you manage you got to just squeeze the shot on target at the back, at the end of that transition. Just needed a bit of a better shout there from Chiesa or Cody Gakpo. He decided to go all the way anyway, which you can understand. But not many times that we've done that tonight, getting Salah in behind the back line of Brighton. That's better. A bit more aggression from Liverpool in our own half. Come on. Oh, tell you what, I don't think that was a foul, but we move. Come on, referee, you're going to book him. Just slowing the counter-attack there, Veltman. It's intelligent play by the Brighton defender, but Kirkes, I tell you what, he's inside the penalty box again. Oh! What a shot that was by Kirkes. Again, that's the second time Milos has got him behind that Brighton back line. And nearly scored an absolute belt of a goal. It was a shot on target. I tell you what, that was looping into the top right corner. If it wasn't for Steele, yeah, fingertip save. Tell you what, Milos could have been nearly on a hat-trick tonight if he just had his shooting boots on. But yeah, second attempt on the knife from Kirkes. And that presents Liverpool's first shot on target. It's going to be another corner now for Liverpool. He's gone for another flat corner there, Mo. And Van Hecker is screaming his head off, and Cody Gakpo pushing his Dutch international teammate. He's going, get out. Ball in by Liverpool. That's surely going to be what? It's a foul on Ibu. He's just being dragged at the front post. Yeah, and Virgil van Dijk. The Dutch lads going absolutely. It's all in good faith anyway, the Dutch lads, but they're all shoving each other. I'm going to tell you what, Van Dijk, I'll tell you what, VAR was in control there. There was a slight touch by Belieber's hand there in the penalty box, but it wasn't given. Tell you what, it's just getting a bit very sloppy at the minute from between both teams. Silly fouls here and there anyway. But in the space of like the last 2 minutes, Liverpool have had 2 shots on target. No real clear big opportunities, even when you look across both sides, Brighton and there we go. Fair play to the fella wearing the Seagull thing. There's no way you can see out of that like Seagull mask. You've just spent 40 quid or even a lot more getting up to the ground. Is he going to be wearing that? If he wears that for the whole game, that's pure dedication. And if anyone's been to town or Liverpool won, there's some absolute massive Seagulls. They're all about 10 foot. The ones that fly around Liverpool City Centre. Is that a foul? That's a foul by Belieber. On Maka, you done really well there, Alexis, just to manoeuvre away. Yeah, it's a bang on yellow card there, and hopefully Liverpool can exploit that in just the next 5 minutes as we go into the second half. Would be nice if we can get Belieber sent off, but yeah, it says a lot when the cameraman's more interested in the stand in terms of the fellow with the seagull outfit. Yeah, just goes to show where the action's been anyway. Book and ref just slowing down the game. Oh, what a ball that is by Dominic Szoboszlai to find Salah. What need to score this now, Liverpool? Chiesa shot cleared by Van Hecker, but wow, we've just witnessed one of the balls of the season. Sadly, it didn't end up in a goal anyway, but he's got a wonder of right boot, hasn't he, Dominic Szoboszlai? But it's just so effortless from Dom. With a lovely 40-50 yard diagonal switch to Salah. Makes it look so easy. Cody Gakpo now on the edge of the penalty area. He's found Alexis. Can Kirkes keep that in? Can he get a ball in? He has done. Ball in! 1-0! Get in! Curtis Jones. But what a ball that is by Milos Kirkes. Get in there, Eds. Finally, Liverpool have broken the deadlock. And I tell you what, it's been Liverpool's star man of the game for me so far tonight. Milos Kirkes with a lovely, tremendous, whatever superlative you want to throw at that in respect to Milos Kirkes' ball. And there we go. There we go. Liverpool 1. Brighton Hove Albion 0. But there we go. Kirkes. Ball into the penalty box. And who's there? Curtis Jones attacking the penalty area anyway. That's what you want. Oh, just. It hits the bar and goes in anyway, but it doesn't matter. Liverpool 1-0 and getting a crucial goal anyway just before half time. But I tell you what, Kirkes' ability, down, not just this season, but especially tonight, he's been all action. Milos Kirkes down that left-hand channel. And Liverpool getting a goal just before half time, exactly what Anfield needs. Big up there, Jav, 2-1. You go, mate. Would be nice if we can keep a clean sheet, mate. But I tell you what, they're getting a bit bitey at the minute. Brighton, you've got to be very careful. I was going to say, the referee's got to have a couple of words with a lot of these Brighton players constantly in the ear, the referee. It's like being at Old Trafford. There we go, Kirkes. Love it, lad. And that's where Arne didn't really like. He doesn't want to be getting sent off anyway, but let's say Kirkes. That's what you want to see. The passion he shows on a football pitch. And Van Dijk's just having a little word with Veltman anyway. Veltman must be chatting some of the most major wham going on. Because Van Dijk just looked at him going, what are you chatting at? Didn't say it quite like that, but along those lines anyway. But yeah, gotta be careful, Brighton. There's a couple of their players that are on yellow cards. And the last thing Hazler wants is a red card. That's the first thing we want, really. Makes Liverpool's life a bit more easier in the second half. Gomez on the edge of the box for Brighton here. Bit of space down the right-hand side. Veltman on the overlap. Don't foul him. It's going to be a corner to Brighton just before half-time. And well done, Cody. Great work right there to get back. Help out Kirkes. Yeah, they've been big up there, Doctor. Yeah, it's been kicking our players, haven't they? There's been a couple of late challenges. But they're usually quite composed, Brighton. The way they play as well. Ball in. Oh, what a big opportunity that is. That should be 1-1 there, chat. Hinshaw-Wood getting on the end of that cross. Yeah, he's unmarked and inside the 6-yard box. Cody Gakpo misses. I don't think it was Cody, whoever, but Cody was the closest player there. I think it was one of the centre halves that was picking up Hinshaw-Wood. But yeah, that was probably the biggest chance of the game so far. Brighton should be at least getting that on target. And there's 2 minutes added on, chat, just before half time. But Liverpool, chat, it's great that we've got the goal before half time. Certainly did need it. Yeah, Mark. You've got to improve that, mate, in all honesty. Obviously, in the Premier League, you've got... Oh, Jones has gone down in the penalty box. Big save by Ali. I'll tell you what, big save by Ali Becker there. Curtis Jones just got his feet stuck there in the turf. And Gomez for Brighton should be... Usually tends to show a lot more better composure. But certainly Alisson Becker's composure in between the sticks tonight. Oh, and his Liverpool career has been absolutely exceptional. But Ali Becker there, he's tried the little Trivella there, Gomez. Tried to put it through the legs of Alisson Becker, but he was having none of that, really. Yeah. For a lad from range who tends to have a lot more better technique, Gomez, I was a bit surprised the way he's tried to just Trivella that between the legs. But I fully expected him just to absolutely smash that into one of the top corners. But well done, Ali. I think the quickness of Ali coming off his line the way he did limited very much the time that Gomez did have. And that is half time there. It's Liverpool 1-0. There we go. Curtis Jones getting on the goal scoring charts tonight. It's fantastic. Refreshing just to see very much a Liverpool player flying in at the far stick anyway. Especially the far... especially that's... As we've seen with Frimpong when he has played, Bradley when he has played, but... Especially that's one of the biggest assets that you will have when you've got Jones playing right back or playing in that number 6 as well. Like, he's got that willingness to break the penalty area, as he did with that goal anyway, Reds. Chats, thoughts on the opening 45 minutes for Liverpool? For anyone just tuning in tonight so far, The biggest statistic, of course, on the night so far is Liverpool are winning 1-0, courtesy of a Curtis Jones goal. But it was a tremendous cross by Milos Kerkez, facilitating that left-hand channel for Liverpool. A lovely crossing. Kerkez on another night, could have had 2 goals. If he had his shooting boots on a bit more anyway tonight, Milos. But he's been getting on really well down that left-hand channel. It's like watching him in a Bournemouth shirt, as we've seen for especially last year prior to us signing him. But as he grows into this Liverpool shirt, Milos, he'll be playing with a lot more confidence and hopefully a lot more performances like we've seen tonight. Because even in the defensive transitions, he's being helped out massively by Cody Gakpo. He's done really well, Cody, at defending his own penalty box. Cody doubling up with Milos. But yeah, Milos Kerkez getting past the halfway line down the left-hand side. It was we're just seeing a bit of a performance like he did on many of occasions in a Bournemouth shirt. But for Liverpool this season, he's growing in confidence, Kerkez, and obviously I think we're all made up to see Milos get that assist for Curtis Jones tonight anyway. But in terms of the statistics, really, Reds wasn't taking away the goal for Liverpool. Both sides have been a bit meh, really, in all honesty. Brighton have dominated possession, as they always tend to do, when sometimes, especially since he's been in the Premier League, when he's even come up against Jurgen Klopp sides anyway. That's one thing that they do really well, is trying the best to control games. Obviously, possession-wise, Brighton 56 to Liverpool's 44. Expected XG for both sides, Liverpool 0.65. Expected XG 2, of course, Brighton's 0.52. Total shots, 7 apiece for either side. 3 shots on target for Liverpool, 2 Brighton's 2 shots on target. Brighton have had 2 big chances, which is a bit mad. I think one of the big chances, of course, was the Gomez opportunity where Curtis Jones slips on the edge of the penalty box just before half time. Should be putting that into the back of the net. And I'm guessing the other big chance for Brighton was, of course, for me, I think it would be the Hinchelwood header inside the penalty box in front of the Kop. Should be at least getting that on target, really. It was literally under the crossbar, and just should be at least putting that on target anyway, and putting it into the back of the net. But yeah, Liverpool, for both sides really. Obviously Liverpool in the final third, we need a bit more. But as we said at the beginning of the show chat, I personally feel it's obviously Hugo's getting a well-earned rest tonight, and I think he certainly does need that. But in terms of the second half, hopefully a bit more of a rhythm, a bit more momentum, and if Liverpool can get a second, then I'm hopefully, as Brighton will be hopefully pushing up a bit more high up the pitch. Well, they need to in the second half, try and utilising that possession a lot more than they have in the first half, really. But yeah, sorry, chat. It's just changed here. The statistics right in front of my eyes. So Brighton have only had 1 big chance to Liverpool's 1 big chance apiece, and obviously Liverpool have scored from that big chance anyway. So yeah, total shots on target, Brighton 2 to Liverpool's 3. Anyway, so let us know your thoughts. How would you analyse that first opening 45 minutes for the Reds? The main thing, Liverpool have taken the lead, thankfully anyway, Reds. But as we've seen on a couple of occasions this season, when teams have come to Anfield, they've managed to force their quality. But yeah, it's a bit of a... What I'm looking at in terms of the player ratings, Macca's on a 6.9 on FootMob, Reds, but I feel he's had a very solid game. But for me personally, my man in the match at the minute is Milos Kerkez, but obviously Curtis Jones probably will be a lot of people's man in the match so far. But yeah, been a bit of a mixed bag, to say the least, for both sides anyway, not just Liverpool. Yeah, as I said there, as Doctor said, what ball by Kerkez is exactly what we want to be seeing. Brighton, it's nice half, definitely produced the better chances as well. Yeah, Callum, as I said, there's been a bit of a rotation in terms of Chiesa coming in. That certainly, as we've seen in the opening 47 minutes of the game, plus added time anyway, I think that certainly disrupted a bit of the rhythm. I think obviously we're so used over the last couple of weeks to seeing Hugo and that great understanding between Milos Kerkez, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. So Chiesa coming in, of course, it's one thing doing it in training in terms of building that build-up play, but when you go into actual game readiness and understanding, it's a complete different thing, really. I feel personally, anyway. But sort of goes with, as Doctor said there, sort of goes that with bread and butter for years with Robbo and Trent. Yeah, and that's probably one thing that we've certainly missed. I don't know how you feel, Doctor, but when I'm analysing Liverpool, like as you said, balls into the penalty area, especially we're playing with Isaac, as we will be in the next for a very long time. Hopefully, when Isaac gets back to full fitness. But yeah, getting the ball out wide and whipping balls into the penalty box, having the likes in the next couple of months when hopefully Isaac comes back to full fitness. They're the type of deliveries that Isaac loves. Balls that like into the penalty box like that. And similar with Hugo Ekitike as well. We've got the quality when you've got players to be able to get into those positions. Even the fullbacks as well. Obviously, Curtis Jones tonight making a break, but what I love about like that goal from Curtis Jones tonight, chat as well, he's not satisfied. He's seen Kerkez in that position and he's been willing to break the line, get inside the penalty box as well, and very much so getting into the penalty box and breaking and penetrating Brighton's penalty area as well, so, and getting a very vital goal. So yeah, more of that, mate, hopefully. But yeah, just looking at that chance from Alice. Big save by Alisson Becker anyway, but Gomez, if you're a Brighton fan, you're looking at that and you're wanting a bit more really from the Brighton midfielder anyway. The moment was building, as I said there, the momentum was building prior to the goal, but yeah, belief in themselves, just hopefully the willingness and the continuing just to be patient, really. I obviously missed, I'm guessing you've seen a couple of our games this season, or just chat in general. There's been games where Liverpool, I think it's so crucial scoring before half time, but where Liverpool, we've kind of, a lot of moments this season where we've tried to overplay our game and just tried to do so much within a game where just like it's a simple ball. It's not, well, when you analyse it back, it's a great work, great build up, but in footballing terms, for me, probably poor analysis, certainly is, but for me, when I look at that goal, it's one thing getting the ball and getting the ball high up at the pitch, but as I said, chat, just a simple ball on the byline, when you've got that quality of delivery from Kerkez, get the ball into the box. And the main thing is Liverpool on that goal, we had players breaking the penalty area, breaking the line, getting in behind the Brighton defenders as well. But it's one thing getting the ball in, but having second transition, the second phase of that move, getting players in the box and putting and capitalising that. Because sometimes we watch Liverpool this season, Reds, where we've got the ball out wide and there's been some moments when we whip the ball in and there's no one there, and there's been moments when we haven't whipped the ball in and there's an overload of the far stick. So it's just about getting that right combination play. The more Kerkez plays on this side, the more we get used to his running. Obviously, we've seen already in the first half where Kerkez, that's what I've loved so much, probably like you as well, Reds. He's got that athleticism about him. So even he can defend his box in a matter of like 10 seconds, but 20 seconds later, he's at the other end of the pitch attacking Brighton's. But he's had a couple of moments tonight where, whether it's been Jones, whether it's been Salah, that has found Milos Kerkez on a couple of occasions getting in there. And more of that Milos, please, lad. More of that breaking the lines and getting in the mix and producing worldies of crosses. More of that, please, lad, because he's had a tremendous game so far tonight. Enjoy Kerkez. Sorry to hear over and just seeing comments. Enjoy Kerkez. Can't wait to see how effective he is. How effective he becomes for us. Yeah, he's going to be he's going to be tremendous, mate. And I think I need to check. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, he's still only 22 years old, Milos Kerkez, as well, chat. I think a lot of people do, not Liverpool fans, we know the type of calibre of player he is, but when rival fans speak about Kerkez, I think, he's still a young lad. Accurate passes tonight, he's got 8 out of 10 at half time. Obviously, he's got 1 assist, which is fantastic. Chances created 1, big chances created 1, shots on target, he's had 1. Obviously, one of the other shots that was off, he was offside, but yeah, that was just over. So yeah, he's had a solid game so far. Successful dribbles, it's 0 out of 1, but I think accurate crosses, he only made 2, but he's made 50% out of that. Ground duels 1 for Milos so far tonight at half time. 4 ground duels 1 out of 6, which is good going. Certainly very good going anyway. More of that, please, Milos. Let's have a little look at Curtis. Yeah, he's had 1 out of 2 ground duels. But yeah, the main thing is he's got the goal. That's the main one. So have a quick look at Alexis McAllister as well, chat. Give me 1 second. Ground duels 1. I thought he'd won more than that, in being honest, but he hasn't because the data's in front of me. McAllister's, he's had 3 ground duels 1 out of 9. 33 percentile anyway. It felt like watching a game, but completely wrong anyway. But yeah, accurate passes, 83 percentile for Maka at half time. But yeah, he's been in and amongst it anyway, Dom. So a couple of interesting performances tonight, chat. But the main thing is of course getting into the next rounds of the FA Cup. But the second very closest for me is just giving a couple of the lads that have needed a rest. If we can get that second or third goal as well, Reds, I think it's going to be extremely pivotal. Really pivotal. Because we can give Dom a bit more of a rest before, obviously, the game on the weekend as well. And we can give, obviously, Maka and a couple of the other lads a bit more of a better rest. But I think certainly we won't be making wholesale changes. Of course, with the game still in the balance, even still at 1-0 anyway. You look at the bench for Liverpool, you got Robbo, you got Ramsey, you got Gomez, Gravenberch, even Trainioni, Kieran Morrison, Rio and Gamoa, and Hugo Ekitike as well. So yeah, just Dom, as much as he probably dislikes getting dropped, but there's going to have to come a point where over the next couple of weeks where we do give Dom a bit more of a rest, because I think the last thing we want as Liverpool fans is certainly him getting injured the back end at the most important period of the season as well. So yes, even though it looks like Dom's got about 10 lungs on that lad, but he needs a rest, even though his fitness is probably, certainly, we know it's through the roof anyway, but I think come at the end of the season, I think we just need to be a bit more shrewder in terms of the fitness. But that Alan Slaughter know that all the data to be at his disposal on the iPad or whatever. He looks at it, all the data lads will be telling them these players need rests and all that. So yeah, even though Dom's been an absolute machine, but it would be nice. And saying that, chat, he was suspended. I know you're all screaming at the telly or the whatever you're watching or listening anyway. Yeah, he did get a rest against Sunderland anyway, but I suppose that's all. Probably the way Dom is with his fitness. I tell you what, the cameraman loves this fellow with the seagull hat on anyway. That's pure commitment anyway. He's still wearing it, even at half time. A bit of me thinking that might be a real seal in the stands. Anyway. Yeah, if anyone's seen the size of the seagulls in town, in the Liverpool city centre, they're about 10 foot. You won't mess with them anyway. Certainly bigger than me. But yeah, we got their chest. Oh, you're getting banned. What an awful comment. Yeah, he certainly wasn't right. He was an absolute disgrace with his comments. Absolute joke. Absolute disgrace. In a bit, lad. Yeah. But their chance is over. Yeah, true there, Callum. He also sold 296 worth of the squad as well. Yes, class. Yeah, I'm guessing that's right, chat. We'll sync up the timer. But McAllister, as we approach the second half, we are underway for the second half here. Reds, Liverpool attacking the Kop end in the second phase of 45. Yeah, chat. Yeah, there's a foul on Canate. Yeah, big up there. Chat. Salah. Is that to a corner? What? Referee, that should have been a corner. Unlucky there. So no changes for either side at the minute, Reds. But yeah, we've come a long way over the last 10 years, especially Liverpool, as a club. Got back on our perch. So some bench staff for Brighton, as we said. Yeah. Yeah, be a bit unwise, really, mate, especially with the subs. How have we not been given a throw-in? Madness. Yeah, just having a little debate there, chat. It's good to see debate in the chat. Let's see. Always good. I'm guessing you're talking about transfers in Liverpool. Just trying to keep my eyes on the game chat. Oh, Alisson's got away with on there, really, Reds. Yeah, all good. All good, la. All good. I tell you what, Ali got away with that chat. It's great when the camera actually films a game, like. But Alisson Becker, Gomez closing down Ali there, and Hurstler's very happy. If the players work right, go on, Mo, bring that down if you can. Jones, down the right-hand side. Salah, go on. Go down the right-hand side. Curtis, he's found. Flo. Bloody inverts. Quick feet. Oh, kept on shifting that between his right boot and his left boot. Sure, got to be a foul on Ibu. Thank you, referee. Yeah, he's just trying to send the whole Brighton back line there, Flo, isn't he? It was sending even the cameraman. Camera was going left to right. Cameraman didn't even know where to go. Yeah. Got away with that one shot with Ali at the back. Wasn't the greatest of balls, really. But so, Dom, standing over this free kick. Ebu's prowling at the far stick. Go on. Ebu's asking for it. Yeah. Oh, little short one. Dom, he's found flow down the right hand side. Dom, edge of the box, ball into the penalty box. Cleared by Dunk. Hinshelwood's got away with that because that second phase, that clearance, nearly fell in straight into the path of a Liverpool player. I'll tell you what, what's with Ali's kicking at the minute? Well done, Kirkers. He's read that really well there, Milos. But I tell you what, Ali's kicking the last 5 minutes, not the greatest, Reds. Oh, the game's gone. How's that a foul? Referee, start booking more of the Brighton players if they've given more than that. A load of lip. Okay, card out. Oh, Liverpool needs to show a bit more composure. Especially Ali. School of occasions. It's very unlike him, really. We all know Ali's not the greatest with the ball at his feet anyway, but... when he's... I suppose not many goalkeepers, unless you're Edison. New Zealand goalkeeper anyway, but... He was one of the very best in the business. Yeah, Mark, possibly, mate. But as we said, chat, we've looked at that Brighton. Brighton have got a very, very strong bench, chat, though. Just got to be very cautious. Ideally, we can get a second or third goal. Then I think that's when Liverpool might make a lot more of the changes as we approach the next 10-20 minutes. But with the game still in the balance at the minute, that's Van Hecker breaking the line. Well done, Virgil. Van Hecker, that's what he does so well in terms of travelling with the ball, getting in behind opposition defences, even though he is a centre half, loves to travel with the ball. That's a foul on Kirkers. Whoa! Sorry, chat. How's that a foul on Kirkers? He wins the ball, Kirkers. Puts his body in front of the Brighton player. And then he gets rugby tackle, Kirkers. Sorry, I forgot. Six Nations is on, like, but come on. Brighton have some... I'll tell you what, if you scored off this, this would be a joke, mate. Pascal Gross over this free kick. 25, 30 yards from goal. Down the right-hand side. Tell you what, they sent all the big lads in the penalty area there now. Brighton. Right-hand side of the penalty area. Pascal Gross, ball in. Dunk! Oh, what a save by Ali. It's still alive. Get it away, Liverpool. It's not gone too far on the edge of the box. I tell you what, that is a crucial interception by Alisson Becker there. Crucial. It's a lovely ball by Pascal Gross to the far stick. Dunk. Oh, Ali puts it onto Ebu's head. But a crucial save by Ali. Yeah, fingertip save. Because that's a tremendous header across the penalty box. Yeah, that would have been 1-1. Chat, if it wasn't for Ali, because there was two Brighton players flying in at the far stick to put that in. Hinshelwood. Ball in. Well done, Ali. Can he produce another quick counter-attack? He's thinking about it, Ali. Yeah. Hopefully, Riyadh. Hopefully we do improve this season, mate. Pretty sure, hopefully, buds. As you said. Yeah, a bit more ruthless, do you reckon, mate? But I suppose when he's under so much pressure, or just any manager at Liverpool Football Club, mate, obviously we've seen some very disappointing results. But at the minute, as we know, we're out of the Premier League title race, so the FA Cup for me, and probably a lot of Reds out there, presents Liverpool with a big well, for all of us, would be nice if come at the end of May, we win at least. Obviously, Champions League, we want to be winning that as well, but if we can win the FA Cup and add to that as well, it'd be fantastic. Lovely touch by Salah. Dominic Szoboszlai, 2-0. There we go. Game, set and match. What a touch. Great play by Liverpool. 2-0. But it was a delicate touch by Mohamed Salah. But I tell you what, Cody Gakpo, fair play to Cody Gakpo as well, Reds. Plays a crucial role in the build-up to that. Excellent movement, shifting the ball from left to right. And tell you what, the great build-up from Cody Gakpo. Let's quickly have a little replay of this. Gakpo taken into the middle of the pitch. A lovely ball out to find Mohamed Salah. A delicate touch by the Egyptian. I know Dominic Szoboszlai has to do. But I tell you what, chat, I know a lot will be made of Salah's touch. But let's not forget Cody Gakpo's pre-assist. We'll call that anyway. The assist. But I tell you what, Dominic Szoboszlai putting that into the back of the net, and Liverpool getting a very crucial second goal anyway. Get in, Reds. But chat, let's not forget. Yeah, hopefully we go far, chat. But I tell you what, the build-up play. Gakpo certainly will be getting the hours from me tonight, especially on that build-up. I might get forgotten, but certainly not. Let's hope Cody can get a goal tonight to give him a bit more confidence. Floody and Vates, little give and go now. This is where Liverpool's Salah. McAllister, just going to be a goal. No corner, got a corner out of that. But as we said at half-time, chat, if we can get that second goal, this is where the space will certainly, hopefully, start opening up now. The more Brighton go forward, the more the spaces will be opening up for this Liverpool side. Just got to be careful on the counter-attack, though, Reds. But Salah. Yeah, it's just, that is like the pass, though, as well from Gakpo, but even the touch, chat. The little delicate little touch. Oh, Salah's gone for the shot there. Fair enough, Mo. Say you are. But yeah, Salah's gone for a couple of short corners tonight. Guessing the data lads on the research. I've seen something from Steele in previous matches. But there we go. At the minute, as it stands, Reds. Liverpool sail into the 5th round of the FA Cup. Barring a miraculous second half performance from Brighton. Ali, well done. Just well done now. And it's great to chat. Obviously, the Anfield atmosphere tonight is really picking up speed now. And hopefully, as we said at the top of the show, Reds, if we want to be doing stuff special this season, especially in Europe, especially in the Premier League. I know we've not been the greatest in the Premier League, and we all know that. We've seen some very terrible performances, even at Anfield, and even away from Anfield as well. But, as we know, the crowd has played such a pivotal moment in all the big moments of great Liverpool sides, and great big European and Premier League and League. So, if Anfield's in full song come what the end of May, then we've always got big opportunities of winning the big trophies and the big prizes. But certainly tonight, Reds, it's in the big moments that have counted, we've punished this Brighton side. Yeah, lovely pass, man. Yeah. Hopefully, mate, but it's just confidence, chat, as I always say on the Matchday Lives. Reds, we all know, even when you're watching and analysing the game yourselves, obviously we know a lot of the Liverpool players this season haven't been playing at their brilliant best. for many reasons anyway. But they are human. Even though they are, a lot of people, superheroes. Especially Dominic Szoboszlai is literally playing like Superman this season. Everything he touches, he just ends up in the back of the net or whatnot. Another opportunity for Dom to whip in a... He's just so deadly on free kicks, chat. Even if he's scoring them, but even... It's just so helpful having a lad that can whip in a delivery like he can. Ball in by Dom. Oh, is that the Salah? Is that the second bite of that? Is that going to be a corner? I felt that. Took a deflection, but it's going to be a... But chat, as we said, it was so crucial. Like, before we got the second goal, next 10, 20 minutes are going to be very crucial in the game, especially with the substitutions now. And this is where Brighton are throwing on the big lads anyway. Not too bad subs, these are the lads. Minter and Matoma are coming on for Brighton. So this why it was a bit 50-50 Reds. Especially with the game, like when it was like 10 minutes ago with 1-0. Game in the balance. Because Brighton's bench is certainly one of the best benches you'll see all FA Cup weekend. You've got a lot of their main lads on the bench. But Minter, former player of I slot. That's Feyenoord side. And Minter. Fair play. Baliba's coming off, chat, which is understandable. You're 2-0 down. You don't need your defensive midfielder. So that certainly should open up a lot more of the space for Liverpool in and around Brighton's penalty area now. Pretty sure Arna's seen that sub and went, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. But chat, outside of like non-Liverpool games as well, what's your thoughts on Matoma? Like, was it the big money move that he nearly had? He turned, was it season before last? He turned down a fair play. I think it was Brighton turned down a 70-80 million bid from Saudi clubs. Which is fair play, because apparently Minter at the time didn't want to go. But it was crazy money, that Saudi bid for Minter, chat, wasn't it? It was the year before last. But like his trajectory into like Premier League and Brighton football. Move referee, please. Go on, Cody. He's picked out Salah. Curtis Jones. He's found Dominic Szoboszlai. Oh, I'll tell you what, if you would have ended up with that. He nearly got through there, chat. Szoboszlai was gliding through the penalty box. Nearly got away with that. Tell you what, if he would have ended up at, like, he literally was in there was about 6 players in the penalty box of Brighton. And if Dom somehow ended up with that, then it would have been goal of the season for me. But it's great to see, chat. A lot of Liverpool's joy tonight has come from having the fullbacks getting forward, getting into the penalty box as well, and causing absolute chaos. Obviously with the Jones goal in the first half, and then obviously Kirkes getting the assist for Jones. Karabag against Newcastle. I'll tell you what, chat, the way Newcastle are playing, even though they've got a win today against Aston Villa, but that was against 10 men. Still a lot of work, because that's going to be some game. That Karabag will be up for that. But you'd expect Newcastle to beat Karabag, but don't be surprised if you get an upset. Yeah, his technique's ridiculous, isn't it, mate? Crazy. Yeah, true, but yeah, we don't have a fit right back anyway. Hopefully Mac is okay. Get him off. Mac has took one hell of a kicking tonight. It's just the way Mac plays anyway, innit? Just gets absolutely volleyed all over the place. But chat, I'll be live for Late Night Live. I'll be joined by Lola after the full-time whistle. And of course, you'll have post-match Raw lads as well taking part in the game tonight. Obviously, that'll be getting recorded after the full-time whistle. So if you're a pro subscriber to AnfieldIndex.com, you'll be able to listen to that as it is getting recorded in the sound studio. So make sure you do tune in for that if you are a pro subscriber as well. So, boss, I tell you what. Looks like Brighton have gone to a back five now. I think they're just happy to shut up shop and try and not concede anymore. But did Maka just whip one of the Brighton players up there? He went absolutely flying in the penalty box. I mean, even when he brought on Matoma, though, chat, he's more or less playing as an orthodox left wing back at the minute. Well done, Kirkes. Read that well. He's trying to play an early ball out to find Salah. But I tell you what, chat, go on, Mo. Go on, Mo. Down the right-hand side. Can he get into the penalty box? He's done well here, Salah. Inside the penalty box, he's still got it. Is that going to be a penalty? It is. Get in there, Mo. Tell you what, relentless. And it feels like the first time all season Salah's been awarded a penalty where he's been absolutely rugby tackled. That's been happening all season. And finally a referee has actually given him a penalty. Never a foul, that. But Salah's yeah, Pascal. Yeah, it's awful challenge by Pascal Gross. He's had a big tug of his shirt, and he just absolutely whipped him up there now. Come on, Mo. Has Van Hecker been booked? In a bit, lad. Come on, Mo. Let's make it 3-0. But I tell you what, Mo's done so well, chat. Come on, Reds. Get the third goal. Kill this game off. And then we can start making our substitutions. Hopefully. Mo in front of the cop ends. Come on, Mo. Let's get a goal. Just for his confidence as well. We spoke about Cody Gakpo needing obviously a bit more confidence, and certainly Vates. But Salah getting back into the goal scoring charts on a bit more of a consistent basis will be pivotal really for Liverpool if we want to salvage any more from this season. Salah from the spot. Get in, Mo. Top right corner. You love to see it. Get in there, Mo, lads. Certainly does need that. Get in there, Mo. More of that, Mo. Smiley Mo. That's what we want. There we go. He's happy now. We all are. There we go. Get in, lads. 3-0 Reds. And certainly that is now game, set and match. But there we go. Yeah, chat, he scored. But Salah's technique, when it goes in, it's so good. But there's an occasion when he does miss. It's either... Yeah, well done, lads. 262 goals for Liverpool. Not too bad as the Reds. There we go. Can we keep the clean sheet? That would be nice tonight, Reds. Give the lads at the back a bit more confidence as well. But chat, we scored 3 goals tonight. There we go. I think I went 4-1, didn't I, chat? Yeah, 1-4. There we go, Jav. Get in. Game over, Mark. 100%, mate. Certainly what we all need, especially, most importantly, the players as well, though, chat. And even Anfield as well. Get the atmosphere going even more. And I never want to go, oh, Brighton and all that. But at the end of the day, you can only play what's in front of you. No matter. Just it's all about confidence, Reds, as we go into the end of the season. Right with a throw in. Cleared by Alexis. Referee Lino's got his flag up. So, if you are tuning for the first time tonight and you missed the goals, Curtis Jones got a goal on the 42nd minute. Obviously, a lovely ball into the penalty box by Milos Kerkez. That was just before the stroke of half time. And then the second half, Salah, who turned provider for Dominic Szoboszlai in the 56th minute. So Dom got on his goal scoring charts again. Obviously, Salah getting an assist there. And then Salah getting the goal from the penalty spot on the 68th minute just then to make it 3-0 Liverpool. And Gomez on for Wirtz. Well done, Flo, lads. And he's certainly a lad that's building his confidence up and up and up every single week that goes by. He's settling more to life at Liverpool. And we are certainly... Obviously, there's still loads of gears for Flo to get into. But early stages in his Liverpool career, he's getting better and better. But... And I tell you what, there's been goals flying in tonight. Can Joe Gomez get one? That would certainly blow the roof off Anfield if Joe Gomez scored. Yeah, he'd certainly get man of the match if Joe Gomez, just for the fact he's finally scored for Liverpool. Yeah. Yeah, big up there, Scott's keep the clean sheet and get on the subs as well. Obviously, we've had one of those subs, lads, haven't we? Obviously, Joe Gomez, Florian Wirtz has come off there. 1 second there, chat. Let me just make that sub on the video printer on the bottom. Let's get Joey Gomez on. But yeah, I've been very surprised with how poor Brighton. I think we all have, chat. I was expecting a bit more from them, in all honesty. But Liverpool played well tonight, and we just really punished them. So that sub will just allow, well, it should allow Dom to get a bit more higher up the pitch now. Obviously, you'd expect Gomez to go right back. Possibly right there, chat. Yeah, it's still... He's going to be absolutely sweating in that mask. Surely, mate. It's dedication. He's just seen he's got a bit of a... Yeah, I tell you, if he wears that every single away game, fair play to the lad. Or lady, whoever is wearing the mask anyway. We are chat. The only sub at the minute is obviously... Ooh. Well done, Ali. Thankfully, that was a good ball by Minter on the edge of the box. It's a big chance for Brighton. Liverpool kind of did switch off there, but... Oh, is Rutter on as well? Didn't even... Chat. Yeah, chat, sorry. Rutter's on. Matoma's on. Yeah, they've only just brought him on there. Rutter. Jorginho Rutter. So they sent on the whole firm here, Brighton. Put them all on. But I think it's just a bit... It's a bit too late, I think, for Brighton's travelling fans tonight. There's a counter-attacking opportunity here. Liverpool can get it right. He's just a bit offside there. Chiesa. Unlucky, lads. Just need to hold his run there a bit more better. But yeah, if you're a Brighton fan, chat, I'm very surprised that they haven't gone a bit more stronger, given how strong their bench is. But yeah, if you're a travelling Seagulls fan, you'll be a bit disappointed with that, considering how strong Liverpool did go in this game. Rio's coming on, chat. He's going to be coming on very soon. Yeah, we have. It's been a great result. Certainly, as we've all watched Liverpool Brighton games down the years as well, they're always a very formidable opponent. They are a very good side. Conor Metoma, edge of the box, over the bar. Is that going to take a deflection? It is. Because, like, fair play, it's like, this is full-on defensive drills at the minute for Liverpool. Brighton have put all the lads on, the main key threats. So this is where Liverpool will learn the most in terms of the next 10-15 minute period now, defending as we did against Sunderland. But it's all about getting that concentration levels up, trying to keep that clean sheet. Away, well done. And Salah, can he get on the end of that? He has done. Salah, he's through on goal. Matoma's done well. Oh, Mo, what are you doing? Just he's frustrated, unlucky lads. But I tell you what, excellent recovery play there by Matoma. I tell you what, if it wasn't for Matoma there, Salah would have had it was 10-15 yards from goal. Would have been bearing through on goal, which he was, but tell you what, Ekatike looks like he might be coming on as well. Matoma over the bar. But I tell you what, it's been a while since we've seen Salah's pace. Like we've always said, especially this season, has Salah lost a bit of pace? But on that occasion, yeah, he's got his pace there. But got away with that there, Brighton, because Salah decides just to come in a bit more central. I think he went a bit more wider left there, Mo. Took the ball away from Matoma. He would have had a bit more longer time. Well done, Mo. Well done, Mo, lads. Certainly has needed that himself as well, though, chat. Yeah, it's understandable though, mate. We are winning 3-0. We are winning 3-0. And I think a bit of Ekatike and everyone chat, we've all got our wish in terms of seeing Rio tonight. He's on. But 15 minutes now. Let's hope if he does come on, he impacts the game. Hang on a second there, chat. So the two subs, Salah's off. And the gap. Oh no, Kiesa's come off as well. So Salah. Hang on a second there, chat. Rio on for Salah. Brighton are still going forward. Fair play to the lads. But on the counter attack, there's a threat there for Liverpool. We can just keep our composure. Sorry there, chat. So Ekatike's come on, and Rio and Gamu have come on for. So Ekatike and Rio have come on for Chiesa and Salah. Oh, it's a poor ball there by Hugo. Well, yeah, chat. Have you been surprised by how? I'd say poor. Yes, we've been good. But I've been a bit surprised, certainly, by the way in which Brighton have performed tonight. But at the end of the day, only play what's in front of you. And Liverpool, of course, as the second half has progressed, we've certainly grew into this game, haven't we? Gakpo's had a good game tonight, chat. Especially that pre-assist for the Szoboszlai's. The assist for the Szoboszlai's second goal. It was a lovely little diagonal switch. Yeah. Bit of space here for Brighton. There's a couple of occasions here the last 5 minutes where Brighton have had an opportunity to get the ball in behind. You're just lacking that clear quality. Yeah, hopefully here, hope some more goals, mate. Lovely little switch by Rutter there to find Minter. Veltman. There we go. Well done, Ali. Just give all the ball. Get your shape again. But chat, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. You're on new to Anfield Index. Of course, plenty to come anyway. You got Daily Red tomorrow at midday at 11 o'clock. And obviously tonight you'll have two shows. You have the post-match Raw lads analysing the game. Go on, Cody. Get your head up, Cody. Oh, lovely ball to find Rio. Go on, Rio. Get in. Oh, he's offside. You are having a laugh. Why have you taken that goal off the lad? Let's have a little look at this. That's it. He's onside. Oh, Lino. He's onside. Absolute joke of a call. Should be 4-0, chat. Bang on onside from Rio and Gamua there. It's a lovely ball by Cody to play that ball down the left-hand side. Straight through the legs of the Brighton defender. Joke, man. Goal disallowed, chat. Rio did have it in the back of the net. Lovely ball. It was a lovely finish as well. One touch inside the penalty box and put it into the bottom right corner. But obviously, chat, no VAR. Think it comes in next round, though, chat, as I was saying on top of the show. It's got to be offside there. Thank you, referee. Yeah, so if you're not giving Rio's goal, you better disallow some of Brighton goals. Yeah, unlucky there, chat. Still plenty of time. Another 10 minutes to go. Hopefully he gets another opportunity. Oh, Ali! It's good when it comes off anyway with Ali, but heart in your mouth. Moment there, nearly. Well done, Rio, lads. Gakpo off the right-hand side here now. I need to see another replay on that. I think Ali just nutmegged one of the Brighton forwards. Because Anfield, I could hear it on the headset anyway. He was enjoying it, really. Yeah, you know. One of them. Still plenty of time, no chance. Get another one. Hugo. Get up. What? Oh, behave, referee. Yes, we're winning 3-0, but come on. Oh, get up, Pascal. Didn't even touch you, lad. Mitoma on the left hand side. Well done, Ebu. Right. What we want to see, come what now, the next 10 minutes here, Ed. Keep a clean sheet. Shut up shop. Ref, that's not even on the quadrant, but whatever. It's about 5 yards off the corner, flag corner there, chat. Bit of a mismatch that. Rio on dunk. Fair enough. Away by Ali. Ball down the left hand side here now. Pascal Gross for Brighton. Shifted it onto his right hand foot. Brighton have still got it. Cleared by Cody Gakpo. Oh, Kurtz couldn't quite get that ball under his spell. There's a potential breakaway there for Liverpool. Come on, Rio, get back, lads. Minter. It's where he needs to, obviously, still plenty of years ahead of him there, but just even little moments like that. That's where he's going to learn, like little games like this, little 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, just wide there, but just on that occasion, pretty sure the Arna and the lads will just be telling him in that position, as he tends to just watch the game a couple of times, don't he? But just needed a bit of support for the left back anyway. But chat, who's your player of the match? Get your player of the match in. How's Kirkers not on that list? Chat. Somehow TNT haven't nominated Kirkers for man of the match. Don't know what game they're watching, but whatever. He's had a tremendous game, Milos. Chat, who's your player of the match? Get them in. There's 5 minutes left. Yeah, I was going to say, when's Shay going to be getting a game, lad? Big up there, Robbie. Jones. Robbie is... No, we've got a good cup run, mate. I'll say. We'll be sound. Top 5. It's top 5, innit, Robbie? Obviously, there will be another European spot anyway. But I think when I analysed the FA Cup, I want us to win the cup this season. It's so important that we end up at least with a trophy. Because we get knocked out of the Champions League this season. We've got clear by Virgil. Second transition away. Shot on target. Good save by Ali. Straight at him now. He was concentrating. I don't know, TNT haven't nominated Kirkers at least on one of the... But Salah's had a very good game as well, though, chat, hasn't he? Well, there's been plenty of them. Is that going to be another corner? Yeah, will be. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so refreshing seeing Mo on the assists and goals now. Similar with V8 and other players. It's going to be good, man. Edisto. Salah, Kirkers, double. Yeah. Clear by Kirkers. He's all action tonight again, Milos. Absolutely involved in everything. But once we get a bit more better defensive protection in the team in the future, in terms like a bit more of a out-and-out number 6, and we can allow, and especially if Frimpong and Bradley could stay fit, then I think that's where Liverpool's Minter on the edge of the box. Karanoglu. Reset. Ball into the box. Cleared by Ibu. Stop the play, referee. Head injury. Head injury, referee. Head injury, referee. Sorry, chat. Are you just not going to stop the game when a player's got a head injury? Ibu's holding his head there for a good 15-20 seconds, man. Hopefully Ibu's okay. Take him off just in case. Chat, Ramsey's getting a game. Chat, Ramsey. Yeah, there we go. We're getting our wish. Ramsey's getting a game. Well done, Curtis, lads. Whey! There we go. It's only 2 minutes though, but Jones and Gakpo off with Ramsey and Trainioni. Happy days here, Dave. Getting goal and assist, though, chat. It's only doing the world of good, world of confidence, most importantly. Yeah. He's on, chat. He does play professional football, Ramsey. But yeah. So, 1 second there, chat. So I say, Ramsey didn't even get a game. Even Keys is getting a game today. Gakpo come off, didn't he? 4 minutes, fair enough. Four. Have to have a word with Ali McCoy after full time whistle. Like, Jones has had a good game. Jones has been voted chat. Maybe been voted TNT. He's had a good game, Curtis. But chat, we'll go through the statistics after the full time whistle. I'll be joined by Lola anyway. We're going to go through all the main statistics as well, Reds. But chat, massive thank you to everyone that's tuned in tonight. Hope you have enjoyed it. We've seen 3 goals, and hopefully we'll get a clean sheet from Liverpool in the next 2-3 minutes. And the main thing is no injuries. That's the main thing, touch wood. But of course, Liverpool into the next round of the FA Cup. Chat, I think the draw's on Saturday. Naming every day of the week apart from the day. Monday, sorry. I think the draw's on Monday. Might be wrong, it might be tomorrow. But hopefully Liverpool get a home draw, and not against Manchester City or like a Chelsea. But if we are to, then sounds. But hopefully we get it. And that fella or the lady's got the Seagulls still on their head. So fair play. That is pure dedication. Do you reckon he wears that when he's driving or what? No. There's no way he wears that on the motorway all the way down, back down to Brighton, is he? Bit dangerous. Actually, seen that on the motorway. This fella wearing this eagle mask. But yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Champions League. Yeah, hopefully we'll be back for the quarters of the chat, is it? So, or is it Robbie? Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, but he's on. But chat, good performance from the Reds and a clean sheet. So we got a minute left. Get you there, player of the match in anyway. I give mine to Kirkers, if I'm being honest, chat. And I mean, that's just me personally. But followed closely by Salah, second. Minter. Don't give away a silly goal here, Reds. But I tell you what, chat. But chat, I'll be live with Lola at 10 o'clock anyway tonight. And we're taking apart the game, the big moments, what we've enjoyed as well. And Reds, I will see you again very, very soon. Obviously, I'll see you at 10 o'clock. But I'll see you on the 22nd against Forest. But obviously, yeah, a little bit of a week's break. Well, yeah, a week's break of football. Obviously, Champions League football on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Ball over the bar. And that is full time. There we go, Reds. Exactly what we ordered. Liverpool have a thumping 3-0 win at home at Anfield. Give everyone a load of confidence, really. It's exactly what we wanted. Fantastic stuff. And Liverpool into the next round of the FA Cup. So Liverpool are in the tie, in the hat really, for the 5th round. But Reds, I'll see you in about 7 minutes time on Late Night Live with Lola. But Reds, massive thank you for everyone that's tuned in. If I don't see you by then, have a lovely rest of your weekend as well, Reds. Make sure you do tune in, as always, Anfield Index. There's content absolutely daily over here. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. Become an Anfield Index Pro member. Head over to AnfieldIndex.com. Become a Pro member. Opens up all bigger catalogue of great LFC content as well for you. And you can get involved with all the articles. Over 75 free podcasts a month. And over 600 plus free articles as well. Head over to It Was Always Liverpool Substack. And get involved with all the very well respected journalists that we've got over there as well, and some of the best writers out there in the Liverpool scene as well. So Reds, I'll see you I'll see you tonight, but after that I'll see you there against Forest. But Reds, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you in 5 minutes on the post-match with Lola. But Reds, if I don't see you then, have a lovely rest of your night. Enjoy the weekend, whatever you're getting up to, and we can relax now watching some of the FA Cup games tomorrow as well, knowing that we're in the next round. But Reds, I'll see you in 5 minutes. But everyone, have a lovely rest of your weekend. And the Reds are absolutely boss. We're improving, slowly but surely, but more like the Liverpool of old tonight. Get in, Reds.